Hey, y'all, Critical Smoker made this for me. Oh my God. I love me some Critical. I'm just setting up. This is my Patreon. I have a goal for the new year, 50 Patreon members, because I'm doing more personal stuff over there. Just a little more personal stuff because I want to get back to the reality TV. Hey, babe. Hey, Steph. Thanks, Critical, for making this. So you guys, Critical Smoker made that song for me. I'm not gonna go long because we ain't gotta be long when we might be long-winded today, depending on what y'all talk about. So I just finished my vlog today and I just wanted a quick moment to again, y'all know how I feel about my people. Now, full transparency, before I take this down, go over to Patreon, support. You can even join for free, and I will be putting up some free content, and then I'll be putting up the other content that's paid members. And you guys who got the membership, it's no shade. I will be doing stuff over there too. After my Patreon audience get that, I'm gonna do the membership audience, so you don't have to run over there. Orbs, hello, we love you. So let's talk a little bit of Dalton. I hate talking Dalton. But before we get there, let's take a moment of silence for a lot of people. I know I said this more than once. Gardis Watts lost his mother. And you guys know Gardis Watts is a friend to the channel. And if you guys didn't know, and let me put my page, hold on. Let me take a pause. So I'm always rushing because I gotta go to work or do something. But hold on, let me put this up here. Let me put I just want to put my Patreon up there. And then we're gonna talk some history. We're gonna talk a little bit of stuff. I talked to Mama Hill today. This is my Patreon. If you can, please join. I appreciate y'all. So let me just go to my channel. Let me just go here and pin the Patreon. Y'all join. It's as little as $3. Let's talk. Let's talk. I'm trying to hear what's happening outside. It's so much going on. Okay, so let me just close this. Get off my soapbox. Okay. So I want to say hello to everybody. Scott Johnson, thank you for everything. Dave's channel, Orbs, thank you. Dave, thank you. Everybody, thank you. Y'all, okay. Let's talk about it because y'all send me so many emails I get overwhelmed. So prayers to Gardis Watts. He lost his mother. He did not think, it wasn't expected. That's all I can say. The thing about us here on YouTube, I want to just share something with you guys. Gardis, we praying for you. Gardis is a friend to the show. And if you guys didn't, I noticed I'm going to open up more of my channel because a lot of the stuff I had privated, but not privated for any reason. I just privated because I didn't think I wanted to talk about Dalton anymore. And I was getting attacked under everything I did. And then I saw some people incriminating themselves in my live video. We're going to talk about that. So I was like, let me just, like, it was people incriminating themselves. I think the famous one was like the Park District sort of incriminating themselves. And I was like, wait a minute, hold on. And as I started to put my foot on the ground, I don't know if you guys noticed, one of the people I met with Gardis Watts. Now, I didn't come out and start showing Dalton until about March. And during the time, I met Gardis Watts, I met Don Vision, I met Critical Smoker, I met LNC, I met so many of y'all. And that's why the flashbacks are important, because I think people think all of this happened years ago. This just happened a few months ago. When we started this journey, and I'm bringing up Gardis just shortly, me and him, we didn't see eye to eye. But I'm one of those people, I want to know why you think and what you experienced that brought you to this. And I think that's everybody should think that. I think you should think. I think one of the best quotes we have, if you guys don't recall, let me go to Tea with the Trustees. This is one of the reasons Tea with the Trustees, in my opinion, is not and if you all didn't know, we just stream and go directly into it. It's not no big deal. We just go right into it. Let's go to the Tea with the Trustees in December. I think this will be everything you need to know on why the Tea with the Trustees, in my opinion, is not filmed. Why we don't see anything. Okay, let's go back. This is separate from Tea with the Trustees. But I don't understand why we were doing this whole big campaign that this one trustee, Andrew Holmes, right? He took advantage of someone, right? This huge thing. He took advantage of someone. We all up in arms, like, what the heck? He took advantage of somebody. Well, this has to stop, right? Not one trustee asked Andrew Holmes to step down. And y'all don't say, I don't understand why nobody that's outside or inside is outraged. They would not publicly ask this man to step down. And even in this last board meeting, we see they talking with him, sitting next to him, chilling with him, having a good old time. So we heard Las Vegas drop the lawsuit. We heard Illinois drop the lawsuit. But never in those, what was it, almost 2 years, did the trustees ask Andrew Holmes to step down. Now, in between this, we're hearing from the survivor, and we're seeing things from the survivor. How can you be on both sides of the fence? How could y'all be recording the survivor, getting her testimony, and then say no, Andrew Holmes, but then at the same time, nobody asked, oh, we're not going to publicly ask her to step down. Ask him to step down. So I'm going to tell you what happened. Hey, Conscious. Hey, Mama Love. Hello, everybody. So we sitting here minding our business. Nobody ever asked a man accused of grape or SA to step down. Y'all done, they went down Sibley Boulevard. Hold on. And y'all be like, Berg, you against the trustees. No, I'm not. I swear to you. I swear I'm not against them. I'm not against them. I'm asking questions I think everybody should ask. And it turned into, I remember, I'll never forget, I was talking to someone and they were like, yeah, I was just talking to someone. Hold on, let me pull this up before I even start. I was talking to somebody Now, this is the scary part. If Tommy G come back, if Tommy G come back, you don't think he gonna ask any questions? You don't think he gonna be like, what's going on? So Tommy G, okay, let me start there. Hold on one second. Let me pull this up. Let me pull this up before I go. Thanks, Scott. I'm sorry. I'm doing two things at once. Thank you, Scott. You my hero. Okay. So I don't know how much you guys know, but the Dalton trustees did their campaign office at Free Indeed, right? They did their campaign, the Clean House campaign office at Free Indeed, and that's fine. The 2025 Clean House campaign, nobody's saying nothing about it. Nobody's saying nothing wrong about it. I don't mean no saying nothing wrong about it. They had a grand opening, and before the grand opening, this is us as Dalton people. Now, when you say Berg, you be like Berg. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to bring this up. You be like, hey Berg, you pro or against? No, the only thing I care about are the residents and the people that's gonna have to live here despite whatever happens. I know y'all don't understand that. And thank you, Scott. Thank you, Conscious. What you get for dinner? Let me know. Let me know what you getting to eat. So, this is my question. I'm gonna watch a couple of videos because I think it's always great to do that. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find the file. Let's see if we can find this. I might be wrong. I love y'all opinions. I'm not one that don't care what people have to say. They took all week to pick up Tiffany's campaign banners. And the banner company, someone told me that the banner, I'm going to play that part. They said, oh, the banner company said they don't want their money. They just want their banners back. Do y'all think that makes sense? Do y'all think that makes sense that the banner company only want their banners back and do not want money from Tiffany? So I'm asking, this is why Conscious getting that warrant list is amazing. Not to hold anything against anyone, just for the real transparency of what's going on. Am I holding anything against Nikita getting on the warrant list or holding it because you can't say nobody's name. They get so sensitive. You can't say their name. Or am I holding anything against Big Woods coming back to cook and he ain't cooked for like 4 years? I mean, he cooked for 4 years and they never paid him? No. I'm just asking while I hear the trustees say, I heard Kiana Blanchard say the trustees do not make the warrant list. Well, how do these people get on the warrant list? Okay, it's by the village administrator. So if we were just to be fair, is it fair to say when Keith Freeman was the village administrator on Tiffany's side, all her stuff went through, and now he's the village administrator for the trustee side? Will all their stuff go through? That's all I'm asking. I don't know. Because it seems weird, because if Tiffany is the reason people are not getting paid, why are they ending up on the warrant list, and why are only the things that she wants taken off the warrant list? I'm confusion at that part, right? Hey Choose, hello everybody. So let's look at this grand opening, and we'll even look at some of the tea with the trustees situation. This is their storefront. This is the trustees' storefront. Let's just talk about it. We're mad because Tiffany has banners on Sibley. The storefront, every window is covered with individual photos, right? The residents are being billed for allegedly, and conscious, maybe you can answer this. It said built $3,500 for a website. Did we confirm what website it was? Because it can't be the Village of Dalton website. So which website did they get billed for $3,500? If you're saying Tiffany is giving propaganda, is this the same propaganda? Like, why do we have to take her signs down and y'all can have billboards all over the place, or y'all can have window coverings all over the place? Isn't that the same situation? I always tell y'all, we're just in the middle of friends that had a beef. That's all. We're sitting here in the midst of friends that had a beef. Because what's the difference of seeing, we got Ed Steve with a, not, this ain't even an 8x10, a floor by a top to bottom. When you drive down Martin Luther King Drive, this is what you see. So why we taking Tiffany's flyers down? Why are we doing that? Why she can't have nothing in people's yards? Why we're reporting the other people picking up Tiffany opposing councils or state senators, like they like, oh, Tiffany going around here picking up Thaddeus Jones stuff. Well, what about the people that's picking up Tiffany stuff? It's going both ways. And I think that we all need to open our eyes. So is this considered propaganda or no? This is a whole campaign office at a space that Tiffany would not even let them have a business license. Wouldn't even let them have a business license. How did this happen? How did this happen? They were able to do their campaign speech here outside. Now, that day when they did the campaign speech outside, was it already an agreement that this is where the campaign office would be? And let me be honest, I don't think a lot of us would be looking this far into it if it wasn't so one sided. I think it's a terrible job that's being done. It's a lot of selfishness that's going on. And when I say, just so y'all know, when I say it's not all that serious, I don't mean it's not that serious to the residents. I mean the fighting and bickering and the slander, it's not even all that serious. Everybody y'all see at that podium is looking for a job. I've said that since the beginning. They're looking for a job. They're looking to get back. Promises were made. Promises were made, and it did not come into fruition. Y'all can go back to all my videos since May. I've been saying that. And they're thinking, okay, we got this 38-year-old woman. Now, this is my opinion. I'm going to say it right here. Hey, Chavis. Hello, everybody. Choose. What's up? Could be. What's up with the fight? Why we mad at Tiffany about the firefighter contract and Riley never completed the firefighter contract? I'll never understand why we just like it's Tiffany's fault. No, they endorsed Tiffany. And let me tell you, first responders are very important. If something happened to you, I was in a car accident before. The firefighters were the first ones there before the police, before anybody, the ambulance. The firefighters were there to save me. So I'm not saying anything against them. So how did the trustees make the contract? Conscious, look, if you ever want to come on my show, let me know. I'll send you the link, because I don't get that. How would, okay, okay, let me tell you something. These are the same basically the same minus ASD. These are the same trustees and clerk that was there when Riley was there. So how did they make a contract? Could they have made that contract in the beginning? This is all I'm saying. Like, aren't y'all tired of people just draining your money? Draining your money? Just sitting, when I started hearing the stuff I was hearing, Senior citizens. I don't know if any seniors listen to me. I respect the seniors. I look. AARP sent me a magazine. I said, y'all, you're about 2 years too early. Take it back. But I'm here. Take it back. Aren't y'all tired? Aren't you tired of people saying Jesus all the time when they say Jesus before they ask for donations? Are you tired that you're seeing no results? Are you tired that no one's telling you what's going to happen? If we get rid of Tiffany, what y'all going to do? This is why debate is necessary. I think it needs to be a mayoral debate. No one is they're like, we offer what kind of transparency you offering? Everybody try. Why are all the people in Dalton trying to run for them and their family members? Why are they trying to run for seats in Thornton Township? Your strength is in Dalton. Why are you skipping over where you live and jumping over to Thornton Township and saying, yeah, I'm going to run over here? Why? What do you all know that we don't? What do y'all know that we don't? Did the trustees use village funds or campaign funds? Allegedly, Tiffany was going to use village funds, but of course did not pay the contractor. Was the money withdrawn from the village account? Okay, so Conscious, if you're still here, can you make a can you give us the link to that warrant list? Not the list, but the video you did on the warrant list, if you're still here. Because Orbs, I want you to see how Conscious was just reading through the warrant list, and it's just some things that's questionable. And I agree with Conscious with thank goodness Jason House did it, because that just makes me look at Jason House like he just here. He really probably, maybe, I don't know, but maybe he is trying to be transparent and other people try to hold him back. Let's go back. They're doing all this shady stuff with using taxpayer dollars for campaigns and 501c3 as campaign headquarters in the face of the FBI. You know what I think happened? This is gossiping Burgundy. So this would be me saying allegedly. Like, I always try to do facts and separate. I think a lot of people, now that I have been, now Scott, I'm talking to you and everybody else. Now, this is what's crazy. When I heard they flipped some of the YouTubers, I'm sitting here thinking, Tiffany had no idea who I was at all. At all. I'm not involved in politics and stuff. I talked about reality TV, if you guys already was monetized. And my first run-in was with Long Island Audit, if you guys follow my channel. And I was just like, man, all these people are coming into Dalton, and it was weird. It was just weird to see how many people were in. Okay, I'm going to be honest. They were coming into Dalton, but not pouring into Dalton. Now, it was just like they were coming for we got this mayor that's super city girl, like y'all was trying to make her to be like, our mayor is young and y'all want to act like she started everything. And it's like, no. Like, for someone that worked there, I know all this craziness, it didn't start with Tiffany. And all the people hanging around Tiffany and yelling at that podium, a lot of them was on Shaw's side, Lewis' side, Riley's side. And when things went bad, they did the same thing. The only thing Tiffany did, in my opinion, was if I had to gossip, I would say, because Tiffany had her baby daddy, right? And sorry, Tiffany, got to talk about it. Mayor. Sorry, got to talk about it. She had her baby daddy. Now, if we want to be on the what's the name of that? The shade room side of stuff. Y'all see how that went down. Don't nobody talk about this man. Don't when you show Tiffany mugshot, it was 2 mugshots that night. Why nobody show the other mugshot? Why they just show Tiffany mugshot? And that's the stuff that be just getting me like, why we only showing Tiffany mugshot and not exactly what happened through the night? Why we not showing all the clippings of this young man having a funeral home, and every time a tragedy happened in Dalton, he was running over here with his services? It's no shade. It's just what happened. And then what about his towing company? It's no shade. It's what happened. He had, when she was a trustee, her baby daddy had all kind of involvements in Dalton. Then he found a new shiny, brand new. You guys know I do fashion. My girl hair getting lighter and more auburn every day. Just saying. We sitting up here like, okay, what is happening? That's me the whole time. What is happening? And we don't know, like, we're just sitting up here like, how is this happening? Y'all, we not paying attention to the underplay for the overplay. That's all I want to say. Like, we sitting over here like, how is this happening? What is happening? Why is this person existing? This is how we're doing it. And nobody's asking. Look, I ask all those questions, and I'll be like, so y'all ain't gonna ask Andrew Holmes to step there? They be like, oh no. This so Andrew Holmes don't get a 24-hour notice? Oh no, not Andrew. Andrew don't get no 20. Wait a minute now. Now wait a minute. He was in Vegas. Okay, so now everybody dropped the case. Nobody's saying nothing. Nobody. You know, this is just me talking to y'all as friends. So now all of a sudden the trustee's a hero because they said, nah, Tiffany, you gotta go. We want to be in a park district. We want to be in a basement. So y'all don't see that this is all stalling. Nobody see this is all stalling. One thing I am excited about was, I remember they said, no, we're not giving any money to Big Bingo. No, we're not giving you any credit card access. No, we're not giving. They still had bingo and people still came out. Now, I don't know the outcome, but people still came out. And guess who was there? The man, Andrew Holmes. Okay, so is anybody gonna say something? Is anybody gonna say something? This is a big allegation. Nobody gonna say nothing? Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So now y'all take a whole mile and take Tiffany signs down, but put your window Sears Tower signs up. No one's gonna say nothing. Now you put the website on the warrant list. No one's gonna say nothing. If Tiffany would have did any of those things, it would have been insane. So now we're down to events. If you guys ever, because a lot of people just come to my channel be me. If you're not a friend of the trustees, let me know if you got a turkey. Let me know if you got a ham. The one thing about Tiffany, and you can mark Burgundy Blue words with this, she's going to come to, it be people that can't stand her, like, man, the mayor just left some on my porch, just left the food box, just left. They cannot stand her. The other people say that's campaigning, right? However, they're scared to go to the streets, to talk to the youth. When's the last time you saw a trustee say, hey, to the youth, thanks for, congratulations on another year. Let's award, instead of giving each other awards. Now, it's, y'all send me the clip about that. And I said something. Instead of them giving each other awards, do you see them giving awards to the youth, or the people empowering the youth, or empowering the seniors? No, you got to be on their camp to get an award, to go to Trophies Are Us right there on 142nd and Chicago Road and get a plaque. You got to be one of their people to get an award. And then half the time, they don't have the awards in Dalton. The only time they come to Dalton is when they're asking you for money. Just being real. Presidential awards that the trustees got, did it happen in Dalton? The award I think Stubbs got, Did it happen in Dalton? Do any of these things happen to Dalton? Even when they wanted to see the fireworks, did the trustees come to Dalton to watch the fireworks? Where you all voting for them at? No. So it's not that we're badgering and going against them and being mean. Thank you, choose. Say it. When you're being mean, it's nobody being mean. Really look into it. When they ask for, when they say, "Ooh, we're gonna do a walk," guess where they come? When they asking for a walk and some money, guess where they come? When they say, "You know what, we want to dress up in ball gowns and really have a good, elegant night," guess where they go? Really look at this, you guys. Look at what you're fighting for. Look at where your people are. Hey, Critical, love you. Conscious, you got a shorts video? Let me go. Was there another one, Bite the Dust? Because you need to explain that. So, Orbs, I don't think, you know what happened? I want you to, Orbs, love you. Look at some of Tiffany Awards and guess when it was getting pushed. And look at who's standing beside her when she get the awards. She had a great person helping her get those awards. That's all I want to say. Love you guys. Hey, Meryl Magnolia. So the trustees are in absolute control of finances, but at the same time blaming somebody else for Dalton financial state. Okay, let's talk about it. And thanks for this, because this makes sense. Let's talk about it. I'm talking about it in layman's terms. Who hired Lori? How were they able to request Lori over in Thornton Township? Remember the Carmen Carlisle was like, "We want Lori to investigate Thornton Township." How? Why? Like, how y'all gonna have the money for that? Who approved that? And I'm not against Lori, just asking. We had, according to Trina Downs last live, a $900,000 settlement was number one on the warrant list. Nobody, $900,000, whether it was through insurance or assets in Dalton. Why nobody talking about that $900,000 settlement that popped up on the warrant list? Nobody but Trina talking about it. They are trying to settle. And then it was so weird. And I love how she pointed it out. She was like, all of a sudden, everybody was asking Tiffany questions. Tiffany was like, y'all go in the back and settle that. They was like, well, Mayor, can we talk? Wait a minute. What you got to talk to the mayor for? Who sent the link? Conscious. Thank you. Choose sent the link. Let's go. Because I'm looking at it and I'm like, first of all, thank you, transparency. Let's watch the Avengers thing that Choose did an amazing job. It's like y'all want to act like it's teams. When we get into this, it was never teams. Everybody was riding a bike individually, looking at all sides. The people I saw. And then it became, we're going to attack everybody but the causes. Before we get into this video, $1 million. Y'all know I ain't got it, so don't hold it to me. $2 million in a Birkin. What has been solved in Dalton? Where's the Jeopardy? Jeopardy! Hold on. What out? First answer. What has been solved in Dalton? Wasn't Kamal giving people pills? Remember, Kamal was giving pills. Fire station number 2. Let's hold on. I'm waiting. What has been solved? I'm waiting. Anybody there? Oh my God. Cell number 3, the sex tape. Let's keep going. Time up. You're gonna be popular. That's my song, y'all. You're gonna be popular. Why we not asking? Why we're not asking? People lives who are real civilians, officers' lives, everybody lives been like ruined. What really been? It's okay if what's been solved. Popular. You're gonna be popular. Y'all gotta get out of here, but I'm just sitting up here like, okay, you guys, nothing's been solved, but a lot of people pockets been getting lighter. That's all. When I say it's not that serious what happened in Dalton, I don't mean it's not serious. That's an issue in Dalton. I mean the people tearing each other up and disrupting people. Mama Hill walking around head high everywhere she go. Ain't nobody gonna stop Mama Hill from going anywhere. When I went to that June meeting, I wasn't supposed to go because I was still dealing with whatever I had to deal with. But when I went to that June meeting, I wasn't supposed to be there. Only one person yelled across the room, Burgundy Blue. And that was Mama Hill and Julius. Bring your butt over here. Give me a hug. We're a community. When the lights got cut off in Dalton, everybody was mad Tiffany wasn't out there. Tiffany was out there. You know how I met Tiffany? That was the first time I ever saw her face to face and really saw her. Me and Mama Hill was out there delivering ice, food, things like that. Accidentally. Me and Mama Hill ran into each other accidentally. I was bringing out those foam coolers and Mama Hill was delivering food. That's how we ran into Tiffany and Kamal. They was out there trying to get people trees off their roofs. We didn't see nobody else. Everybody else was online with Twitter fingers. Hey, Tracy, we love you. Scott, potato, cell 3. What has, I'm waiting. Y'all done did all these things. A orbs. What has been solved? And then when the big cases drop, and it's like, not. I love Conscious video because why is this off new old business? I mean, choose compassion video. Why is this off old business? Why y'all not following through? Because we know just like the OJ case, it's a criminal and then it's civil, right? So y'all that's following, you can file a criminal charge and something might happen, but you can file civilly. Why is this off old business? What's happening? How much it take to take Tiffany Henry banners down? What's on these warrant lists? Who's paying? What get approved? Okay, I got a request to play something. Let's play it. It's a Berg play this. Let's play it, y'all. So Conscious sent me a video. I hope this is the right one. Is it Martin Luther King? Yay, let's send it. Let's watch this. It's nothing being done. What did Tiffany get evicted? Did Tiffany get evicted? And it's nothing. I'm not saying Tiffany lived in one house. This is no shade to Miss Janetta. And I'm so sad that you have to say something and say it's no shade. Tiffany, Miss Janetta had a house for a family. Tiffany called her and said, no, I want the house, allegedly. And that was in 2021. Tiffany, we watched it on my channel. We will fill out the application. Now, from 2021 to 2024, she did not have a problem with rent, right? What happened in October or September or October 20? Why she filed eviction in 3 years? What happened in September of 2024 or October 2024? Why is the judge taking so long to put Tiffany out? We have to look into all of this. Something's not right. Nobody know about the recall. What happened with the recall? Okay, let's play this. And then we're going to go, yeah, and we can't really say anything about it because let me tell you, let's talk about a little bit of that. That's a good brother, period. Nothing against him. When y'all see me, Berg, I try to stay in the shadows like I do with my friend. I love him. Critical Smoker. I just want Critical Smoker and Reality Check TV to thrive. Let me tell you something about Reality Check TV. Reality Check TV is a straight shooter. Critical Smoker is I love Reality Check TV. Critical Smoker is a little bit more he's a straight shooter too, as we could see, but he's a little bit more just he's a care person. He's a like he said what his life been, he's always cared for people and treated people. So he's a caring person. So he sort of is a little more gentler than Rico. But Rico and Reality Check TV and Critical, them my people. And I'm not saying they're my people to bring up on rank, but if y'all notice, I stay out there chat the most I can because I don't want people to judge what the enemy put on me on them. I try to be like, hey, I'm on the background, I'm here, I'm in support. If something go wrong, I see you. But you dang on Skippy. If somebody coming from my friends, because when they were coming from me in May and June, they were by my side. Rico was walking me back and forth to my car. Critical Smoker was right there on my left, and Rico was on my right, and a lot of other people. And that's where it went. Hey, Cynthia, did I say hello already? Look, Trey said, let's see the back of that $500,000 check. So we're gonna play with consciousness, and it's always so crazy because we don't trust people in this YouTube space. To hear conscious, and I don't mean any shade conscious, but when we hear, she was like, I was out here gardening, and I heard someone say, "Help me." Now, what nobody picks up is that I was a living, breathing person calling out for my community leaders. Nobody picks out on that knew what I was going through personally. So much so that a person that was supposed to be whatever was saying I was lying, right? And I told Mary Avant, I said, Mary, she was at a repast and I was at a getting ready to bury someone. And I said, do what you got to do. Because I'm thinking she a human being. So I'm like, do what you got to do. And I do what I got to do. But I'm just saying, hey, since we're talking on the phone, child, I need a break because I got to bury my loved one. Baby, they got on the internet and used that as content. Imagine. Imagine. All of that got to be proven. And that's why you have the separation of different things. This is why I think Tiffany is winning, because on the other side, nobody else can close what the allegations they'll bring out allegations but can't close it. They can't close an allegation for nothing in this world. You'll be like, okay, well, what? I'm gonna think about the craziest. What happened to Miss Kim selling the North? It's getting cold again, Miss Kim. You still selling them the Montclair? You still selling them Montclairs, Miss Kim? It's getting cold out. It's getting cold out. Like the allegations are never closed. Never. It's just like this is what's going out. This and then, in my opinion, a lot of clout, a lot of money was pouring in, but now people are just tired. And the real people of Dalton, they're really listening to like conscious and choose, and they're listening to, well, you know what? This flashback of the board meeting, this is what really was going on. Okay, so why are we not cleaning the whole house? Okay, let's watch with it's crazy. Thank you. Oh my God. They telling themselves so much because at the end of the day, can y'all mark your calendars? Anytime you see like insight fighting, mark your calendars for what day it is. The 1st, the 15th, or a Friday. Just look at those dates. Look at the 1st, the 15th, or a Friday. Like if you ever be like, oh, this is juicy. All the people that were friends are fighting. Look at what date they're fighting. That's all I want to say. Just look at what date. If it's on a Friday, everybody gonna be friends again because everybody was able to divvy up and, you know, um, and it's really interesting to see. I would never. This is me as someone that has worked. I've had this person that I thought was okay. Remember, I used to make a video and be like, "Oh, they doing this to her. Poor her. Poor her. Poor her." They went to so if y'all don't know, join me on Patreon. I make movies, but I just don't I don't make movies, but I am involved. I love costumes. So y'all that went on and want to be like Lolita, it's so funny. Y'all don't do nothing but bring more people attention to me, and then when they come to me, they be like, "Wait a minute, you do this? I need help with this," and that's what happens. So, we finished I finished 3 movies this month. And one of the movies, the director came out and said, "Yeah, this person said, don't work with her. I don't want her working because she this, and this." He hired me for 2 movies. He was like, "She'll never tell me what to do." And it's like, these people are really mean. I just want y'all to know that these people are really mean. And if they would put the energy, they will put the energy. And he's a director, he's a black director. And this one person felt like she was in control of the whole Chicago. You don't even know. You don't even know because I don't put a lot of stuff I do online. So it was so funny when he said that. And it's like, we both said at the same time, if they would put as much of the hate that they have for anybody or pocket watching that they have for everybody, or people sitting there, "I'm going to destroy you. I'm going to make sure you're this, you're penniless, you're this." If y'all would put that energy into the real fight, you would win. You would really win. I'm not saying Tiffany is going to win, but you would have more people on your side if you put that energy into the real fight. I think the most disappointment of the whole thing is ASD. ASD probably could have been the next mayor or next in line to be mayor because he had the voice of the people on YouTube and his head got too big. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. You gonna win an Emmy and a Golden Globe. Oh, you mean for what I do? And shout out to Critical Smoker, who's my that's my people. I was in a bind. Critical and Dawn Vision came through and got me to 3 movies. Scott Johnson came through, got me through my court cases. I will always call y'all out. Choose Compassion came through, got me through my mental health. I will call out all y'all. Like, if you want, I'm not trying to. Conscious came through. Who would have thought anybody would have saw me? Out of anybody. Tracy stayed around. Who would have thought anybody would have saw me? It's so many of y'all. Steven, it's so many of y'all. And said, you know what? I'm just gonna see what this chick is about. They're saying she don't live there. They said she not registered to vote. Valeria Stubbs know where I live. Know me. I work for the village. I've been to the El Dorado watching her have a good, nice cocktail. She know me. Wouldn't say a word. And I say Valeria, but it's Valerie, but it's just spelled Valeria. But she know me. And let somebody just get online. If they do it to me, y'all hate me. I'm Burgundy Blue. Y'all want to be like, I'm Lolita, right? Y'all want to literally, I'm still human and I gotta live in this community no matter who in charge. If they do it to me, what would they do to you? Always remember I said that. If they doing it to me, what would they do it to you? What have you seen Tiffany Goons do? Didn't somebody get their neck broke last month? What's the follow-up? Did somebody, and there's no shade to him. I think he was set up. Did somebody break somebody's neck last month? Or spine or something like that? Didn't one of Tiffany Goons break somebody's spine? Did we get a follow-up? I'm just saying, what's the follow-up? You got a whole neck broke. And if I could talk real to that person, I'd be like, look, this is what you should do. Because I think that they probably have a good chance at a certain situation, but I just think that they're getting used. And I don't know why we can't speak publicly on our platforms. And what I learned through this is while I'm speaking, I've heard people say, oh, I'm going to just start playing sound bits. Why y'all ain't saying nothing in time? Why y'all not saying nothing to this person? I'm gonna just start playing sound bits like my girl Choose do over there. Like, they said this, you ain't had nothing to say. Somebody was fighting the plexiglass and nobody said nothing. But somebody whole vertebrae was disfigured and nobody said it's no follow-up. It's just Tiffany Goons. Really think for yourself. That's all I want to say. Let's play the video. According to Conscious. Let's go. Conscious, you talking about the video you gave me? The last one, let's go. Because I think that's important. And I appreciate y'all sharing stuff with me. I really do. Let's go. This was from Conscious. She sent this.
And on some positions, Howard is asked, the question, is it safe? Expediency asks, the question, is it politic? Vanity asks, the question, is it popular? But conscience asks, the question, is it right? And there comes a time when one must take a position that is neither safe, nor politic, nor popular, but he must do it because conscience tells him it is right. And that is where I stand today, and that is where I hope you will continue to stand so that we can speed up the day when justice will roll down like waters all over the world and righteousness like a mighty stream. And we will speed up the day when men will beat their swords into plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks, and nations will not rise up against nations, neither will they study war anymore. And I close by saying, as we sing it in the old Negro spiritual, I ain't gonna study war no more.
Is it right? Conscious, is it right? Thank you for that. And and that's the thing. Like, is any of this right? I understand the politics. I understand where you gotta go. But I think y'all are guided publicly the wrong way. Literally to hear someone say out their mouth, we went and found YouTubers and told them the story to set this. That's what set YouTube on fire. This is crazy. So I didn't have much to say. just looking at stuff, I be looking like, what did Gardis Watts do? What did Gardis do? Nothing but support everyone. He supported Mary. Matter of fact, how I got on the phone was Mary, and I'm sure Gardis don't mind me saying this. You know how I got on the phone with Mary and Vaughn? Gardis had her number and my number. She was on it at a funeral, and I was planning a funeral. And I'm thinking we connected, and 2 minutes later, someone get online and say, "Oh yeah, she allegedly at a." Well, allegedly she at what? Why is always allegedly persons that's not on their side? When you see events for the community, how many times do you see the trustees come to the community unless it's led by somebody else? They're scared of their own community, in my opinion. Tiffany gonna walk down every street, people gonna cuss her out. It's gonna be her and Kamal. Ain't gonna be nobody else. Y'all done took away the police squad. It's just gonna be her and she don't even have security. It's her and Kamal. Not saying it like for attack or anything, but Tiffany will walk down the street by herself. She will walk with Kamal, or she will walk. She's not scared of her community. So she feel like Thursday is the day that you gotta get greens and beans and tomatoes. She's gonna go out there for the community. Y'all, how many doors have you seen the trustees knock on that's not their doors? They're people doors. Okay, Choose Compassion just sent us a special meeting. Let's watch a little bit of. Anybody want to send me some? I'm not trying to be long-winded. Special meetings in the Southland. Ooh, this look interesting. And people be like, you try to make somebody a bad guy. Hold on, because we long-winded.
Can I be recognized, Mayor?
You want to be long-winded? I'm just asking.
Okay, so we not trying to be long-winded for clout. Let's really be long-winded, because I think let me tell you the thing about some of these places, you might see certain YouTubers get 42,000 views. Those ain't Dalton views. Then you might see certain YouTubers get 100 views or 40 views. Those are Dalton voter views. Don't relish in the numbers because that's what matters. And Tiffany very well can lose. If Tiffany lose, where would the big YouTubers that cover her daily in and out, where would they be if she lose? So that's what you need to think about. She just might not lose because she might have more support undercover than we thought. Okay. So let's go to this video. This is the Avengers. This is so cute, Choose. Thanks for making this. So this is the Avengers, and oh, I have not, and look, disclaimer, I have not, am I in this video? Because y'all send me stuff, and let me be funny. Let me be serious and funny. And then all of a sudden, because somebody sent me a video that Conscious did, and I was like in the first 30 seconds, I was like, oh, hell. I had to go get me one of my ice mochas. I was like, oh, no. Oh, no. And this is the funny thing. Can I say this? If people always be like, I trying to climb up and I was trying to eat and try. All I gotta do is come on camera. People react to people that come on camera more. You make more deals, you make more sponsorships when you come on camera. I know fashion, I know makeup, I know all that cutesy stuff. I could be doing Dalton politics and powder, makeup, I don't know, or Dalton politics and blush, I don't know. I could be doing something weird like Dalton and sew-ins, I don't know. I could be doing something to Dalton and dresses. I could be doing something to expand my my channel. But the whole basis of my channel is I started talking reality TV, and where I lived became a reality TV show. And where my people live became a reality TV show. 41 people watching is... Scott. Scott said you gonna become a blueberry. Scott, that was the cutest thing. I have to screenshot that. Thank you, Scott. Scott bringing them out the bushes. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Scott. Oh, and I see one person that hate my guts. I don't know why they here. Now wait a minute. One person that made 100 promises. He made 100 promises, and then once he saw somebody was coming from Burgundy, he got scared. A lot of people jumped out. Thanks, y'all. A lot of people jumped ship when they saw they was coming for me. But anyway, if I wanted to be popular, I have the way to be popular. Are y'all gonna go see Wicked? Let me know if you're gonna see Wicked. That I keep on singing that song. Okay, let's watch the video I haven't watched. But this is us, the Avengers, because of Critical Smoker. So you got Critical Smoker, you got LNC, Reality Check TV, me, I'm the little heart. Conscious, thanks for not using my face. Why y'all using my face in thumbnails? Nobody know who I am. I mean, choose compassion. Nobody know who I am. Why y'all using my face in thumbnails? No one knows who I am because I don't live in Dalton, right? So why y'all using my face in thumbnails? It's so funny. And then you have conscious, and then you have choose compassion, and we the Avengers. And oh, random news. Shout out to him. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, let's watch. Thank you, Scott. Welcome, Newberry. They mad. They mad. Okay. So let's go on over and watch this video. I'm watching it for the first time. And let's see what's happening.
Good evening. When and where you're
I love
tuning in from.
pause. I love choose compassion voice. I just love her voice.
Good afternoon, good evening, depending on when and where you're tuning in from. We saw that there is a special Thornton Township meeting coming up on the 25th, and we wanted to talk about just a little bit about that, but really special meetings in general. I'm sure we can all read the agenda for ourselves and come to our own conclusions. I just want to talk about the special meeting in general. Now, special meetings exist to talk about only what's on the agenda. And that's not usually a bad thing because special meetings exist to take care of special business. In this instance, everything that's on this special meeting could have been on the regular meeting, but I find a couple of things troubling. The first thing is I keep hearing all the way from Dalton now to the township that Mayor slash Supervisor Henyard is trying to control the agenda. She's trying to control the trustees so that people can vote in her favor. But this special agenda, it serves to only discuss what the trustees want to discuss. So how is that fair? Since Chris Gonzalez is the one that nominated her, he should be the one taking the lead to ensure that conversations happen, the adult conversations he is trying to. Strong arming by continuing to have special board meetings the same way the Dalton trustees have been doing is not the way. It's not a good look. You're showing your lack of fairness to the residents. So here's a little reminder. Chris, you did this.
I nominate Tiffany Henyard for Township Supervisor.
You are making a mockery out of this one. I'm sure that you all have already seen the mini clips where they all voted her in. But what's most important to point out is that most people keep skipping over is these trustees up here could not come to a consensus on who to nominate amongst themselves.
Choose compassion. I do not mean to interrupt you. Why do we forget that? They were all trustees, all under Frank. They couldn't even nominate themselves. They could not even nominate themselves. Nobody see nothing wrong with that? Nobody see nothing wrong with that? They couldn't nominate themselves. All right. Let's continue. amongst themselves. Nobody could nominate that. And then it was at that time the senior trustee, she was still alive. I think it was Joyce. They didn't even want her in. So how did Tiffany, and I don't know if Choose is going to go over this. How did Tiffany, she was the last nomination of the night. 7, it's close to midnight. 7 minutes before Thriller was going to come out and get her. She was nominated and she got it. They even said Napoleon Harris' name back then. Nobody got it but Tiffany. Come on now. Come on. I'm sorry, Choose, for interrupting. Keep on going.
Everyone was nominating themselves and each other, and they couldn't come together, have an adult conversation at any time before the 11th hour.
I'm sorry, because she's doing so good. Where Doncor at? Where poor Doncor at? You see what I'm saying? It's just, okay.
Or before they did this. So if that tells you nothing, I don't know what else to say about that. Now let's look at the professionalism of meetings in general.
If there's nothing else, commissioners and chief, I'd like to get a motion to end this meeting.
I second the motion.
First, we got a first by Commissioner Williams.
I second.
Got a second by Commissioner Brenda. Motion passed. Call the roll.
The roll of Stanley Brown, the chair, Brenda Richardson, Chris Gonzalez, and Philip Williams.
Call the roll to say we want to end the meeting.
Okay. Choose, you gone. Choose, you gone, because, girl, I'm over here dying. Wait a minute. They didn't know how to call the meeting. But I want to point out, and I'm sure Choose will, you know what's so important? What is Chris Gonzalez doing in Dalton, where he don't live, as a member of this board? What's this, the fire? Was this Fire and Police Commission? Choose? Let me know. But anyway, Stanley Brown, he know how, we talk fashion over here. Stanley Brown gonna have at least 2 to 4 to 6 collars on him. He got a polo, a tie, and a nothing but that man know how to dress. The other man just came from Planet Fitness and he don't know how to call the meeting. So let's listen. Scott Johnson, thank you for the love. They feed those cute cuddly creatures after midnight. Knowing that Deja doing the Gremlins. Oh my God, Gizmo. I'm gonna have to watch that today. Bring it back memories. Now Stanley Brown know how to dress. Okay. The other man got on his tracksuit, a good tracksuit. He looked like the Last Dragon. Remember the Last Dragon had the black tracksuit with the yellow on it? And he don't know how to call the meeting. But Stanley Brown in charge, they voted him in. What is this, Choose? Is this what kind of meeting was this, Choose? Is this the board meeting? But Chris Gonzalez, he left the board because he was not supposed to be on this board anyway, because he was not for Dalton. So after he nominated Tiffany, and this is just, y'all get mad, oh, she's on the side, she's this. No, this is history. This is what happened. He nominated Tiffany, but all of a sudden ended up on a Dalton board and don't live in Dalton. Went to Vegas, then saying he'll go to Vegas the second time when everybody got in trouble. Somehow he didn't go that time. Like, look, just look. Let's go.
Brenda.
Brenda Richardson.
Yes.
Chris Gonzalez.
Yes.
Stanley Brown.
Yes.
Chris Gonzalez look like he in jail. What kind of t-shirt is that? Like the first 48? What is this?
Philip Williams, yes.
All right.
Motion passed.
Okay.
You can check out the rest of that meeting on the Village of Dalton webpage, where Chris Gonzalez said nothing, basically. So we just pulled up this little clip just because it seems to be the consensus of most of the boards and meetings and committee meetings that I've seen throughout Dalton and the township. I don't see Chris Gonzalez taking notes, and you all can go check out the Village of Dalton website. It's on there. I'm not going to go through the whole meeting because I've already gone through the meetings. if we're going to say that as supervisor or mayor, that Tiffany Henyard is controlling the agenda and controlling the minutes and the meetings, well, every time you all call a special board meeting, the trustees are controlling the narrative, they're controlling the town, and they're controlling the meeting. So maybe that is the end game. I'm not sure, but it's not a good look. It's never a good look when it's affecting the residents. And my concern is everything on this special agenda is supposed to be somehow about Tiffany. But if you look at the October meeting, Dukes versus the Thornton Township is one of the things that are supposed to be discussed. So why are we putting off what the residents need and putting all this new stuff on there? If we care about the residents, then we're going to keep at least the residents on there. But I understand it's lawsuits. And so, well, what's up with that?
Shout out to Choose Compassion, because if you didn't know, they're a real activist. She's a real activist. And this is important. Like, what happened to Thrash and Dupes and all these people? Why they not on the special meeting? You supposed to be, we was fighting and going up to the, we doing all that. Where's all that? But I'm sure they'll tell you it's a strategy and a process. But when they had you in the heat of the moment, ready to burn down the entire village, it wasn't a process. You had to move right then and buy T-shirts and bring ribbons and no. If this person needs our help now, where y'all at? Why they drop? Because y'all forgive me if I'm saying this inappropriately. I hope I'm not. And I don't mean to, it's hard to do streaming and talk because you're talking to your friends, right? This is my question, just based on what you said. We got 4 more minutes. If it's the Dukes versus Thornton Township and they got dropped by and I don't cover this because I think it's sensitive, but they got dropped by Nevada. Stop. They said they're not gonna follow up. And you guys, I didn't follow up on that, but they said Dalton wasn't going to follow up. And now we know that Miles allegedly, because people don't want to say his name, but Miles allegedly didn't turn up to some kind of meeting. Just all this weird stuff was going on. Why would y'all drop her too? If this is someone that's being dropped by Nevada or federal or whatever it may be, why would we as a community drop them too? That doesn't make sense. Am I wrong for asking that? Let me know. I feel like they at least could be able to come back to the community. Why would they be dropped by the community as well? Okay, well, you ain't on here. We just want you to stand up at the next board meeting by yourself. Okay, let me stop because I'm talking too much. But stand up by yourself. And then when we see you get enough camera time, we're going to come rub your back. Okay.
And I would be remiss if I did mention that everything that comes from the desk of Christopher Gonzalez and Carmen Carlisle is actually coming from high society management. This is a problem. How do you all allow for a former PR / chief of staff to come in now who was fired or quit, either way, to now come in and represent each and every one of you?
Choose is going to whoop my tail because I have to keep on stopping and interrupting. Make sure y'all subscribe. Okay. Everybody that was on Tiffany's side and telling us to vote for her and working for her now went to another side. Don't nobody see, we're now hired by another side, was now put on a pedestal by another side. Don't nobody see anything wrong with that? I'm just asking, like, it's Tiffany. I'm just asking, like, if you're looking at the whole picture, no one's saying it may not be Tiffany, but you're on the other side. And at one point we thought what you were saying, you were volunteering because you love the community. Most of them say that. And now Conscious got a hold of the warrant list, but I digress.
Not just in Dalton, but now in the township. That's not a conflict of interest. If we're going to start talking about conflict of interest, we have to talk about all of it. And in talking about all of it, forget whether or not she was giving good advice or bad advice, or whether she's giving good advice or bad advice now. Jason House, you do not look like a leader when you have Nikita Cloud speaking for you. Board of Trustees, Kiana Belcher. Board of Trustees, Brittany Norwood. Board of Trustees, Tammy Brown. You all don't look like leaders. And it's easy to let your residents know what you stand for. Okay, Clean House 2025. What does that look like? What exactly are you going to do? How is the budget going to look? Are you going to pass the budget? What's happening with the...
Sorry, just gotta pause you again. Why nobody asked what other? I always say this: vote for me. I'm better than Tiffany. What's gonna happen once you get into office? Why nobody asked? They just say transparency of what? Of what? When? And we know if you don't want something, I'll never forget. Before we know Conscious got that warrant list, it was like they were shaking their head. I think it was like a $600 charge or something, and they were on there so bad. Nobody knew the other charges on the warrant list, about a total of what was like $18,000 alone, maybe a little over just for stuff that was happening with T with the trustees. And then you'll say, well, Tiffany got signs up and down Sibley that's propaganda. You do know T with the trustees is to ensure their votes. You do know, allegedly, because I wasn't there, you pretty much can guess, were they trying to get signatures at T with the trustee? This is not just a Dalton thing. T with the trustees, that's going to be propaganda as well. So they're both using taxpayers' dollars to make their agenda heard. And people who came out the middle, thanks to this new YouTube um revelation that everyone's having, they're like, hey, I was brought here and I was thinking this, and then it came here, and now things aren't what I thought. Yeah, you really have to come here. And I don't know how many people we have to see that really come here and be boots on the ground. When they really get here, they like, oh, it's not just good versus bad. It's a lot of hate, and it's a beef. I always say it's a beef between friends. It's a beef between friends. And that's what Kamala tried to do. And I'm not against anybody like Kamala, but I'm saying she tried to say, hey, they were asking her, what's your plan? And she said, here's Beyonce. You can't do that. What's your plan? Here's Megan Thee Stallion. No, I'm on Saturday Night Live. What are you going to do other than what Biden did? People were really asking and really voting. And I think that might be the same outcome here. I don't know if we'll have a big turnout. I don't know or not. But I know that most of the people that's vocal about Dalton don't even live here. And most of the people that you see come up to the Dalton meetings, the same 8 to 10 people. Why won't you step down? Why won't you step down? Okay, can anybody else get to the podium? Can anybody else get up there? That's all I'm asking.
Conspiracy group. Why are you all suing them when they're the ones that told Jason House when he was finance chair that Dalton was going broke?
You right, Orbs. They'll be here for sure. And what's up with this Casparic group? I'm with Choose Compassion. Why nobody say anything about them? They're getting what? I think it was 40K every month or more.
When they're the ones that told Jason House when he was finance chair that Dalton was going broke. Why would you all spend $200,000 to recall the mayor when you knew that that was money that could have gone into the village? Why is Dwayne Woods back on the warrant list? I thought that person didn't get paid before and I was a friend of Tammy Brown. Why is the T for Trustee $7,000 if we're talking about Tiffany and her spending too? Which one of y'all got the cigar lounge in Calumet City? Why haven't y'all paid Trina Downs for her water bill that y'all messed up? I just recently saw that in the Chicago Tribune. Anyway, back to special board meetings. They should exist for special occasions. To put all of these items on a special board meeting makes the previous meeting that you all didn't come to look like the special board meeting. It's not supposed to be all of this on a special board meeting agenda. I mean, this is too much. Just too much. So I guess since this is your special meeting, you trustees will show up. However, I think it's disingenuous to take Dukes and everyone else off. But I digress to say I'm just hoping that you'll show up because there are still residents that are using the township services to get to and from these meetings that you all pick and choose which ones to show up to. So please keep that in mind that those are taxpayer dollars that if you all are not going to show up to a meeting, the services are still being rendered and money is still being spent. So you might as well show up or continue to waste those tax dollars. I mean, make it make sense. But until next
Say
time,
that,
sending love and light.
y'all, please subscribe to Choose Compassion. That was pretty interesting because this was y'all, I was watching all this. Did y'all hear? I found this video about the lady who married her husband and she had two babies by him and she married him like in a week. It's on Choose Compassion page. I've been down that rabbit hole. And she went on live. Side note, go to Choose Compassion. And I think her name is a trophy, right? Oh, that story was deep. Okay, but back to Dalton because I'll talk about that. Great job, Choose Compassion, and thanks for bringing other um other things that we should know about to the forefront. Because that whole trophy wife, man, I sent that to all my young girls I knew. Like, everybody be talking about these high value men and how we have to have these high value people. And when she was talking about I'm riding around in a Porsche and that happened to her babies, it was just such a story. Y'all have to watch it and develop for yourself. And it's on Choose Compassion page. She did the kickoff. I think it's a trophy, right? Okay. So now back to Dalton. I think that you guys all need to think for yourselves. Um, Look into things, double check things, ask for endings. I don't think this whole 7-8 months we ever got an ending to anything. I want to shout out Late Night Crew. He's the only one that got an elected official that thought they might have, in my opinion, had something, and they wore his shirt at a board meeting. I haven't seen any of the elected officials wear anybody's shirts. I have nothing against Hannibal is Hungry. Y'all know that. I followed him during the DoorDash stuff. When stuff was coming, I always emailed text, hey, look, this is happening. And even the bigger YouTubers, they have always just checked and said, that's why you see a lot of people just dwindling. if you're boots on the ground, why is it only the same group of people giving us information? And now we got the breakthrough, because a lot of people are feeling like that. Like, it's only this one group. Tiffany is doing this. Tiffany is doing that. Okay, so what y'all doing? Well, she locked us out. Now all of a sudden everybody got fobs. Okay, now you got fobs. What happened? Oh, she took us off the bank account. Okay. Whole time, Clerk Key, the whole 4 years, Clerk Key been the only, I don't know why nobody brings this up. Clerk Key is the only one that been consistently on the bank account for 4 years. We have gotten no meeting minutes. And if you say something you hating, no, this is what we elected her for. Dugan would have went for all this. Mary Kay would have been like, nah, I gotta put these minutes up. Y'all see what's happening at Thornton Township. What's the lady name over there? Clerk, her Wells. She don't care Tiffany hug her or not. The minute meetings are up. She don't care if Chris want to go in the basement or not. She be sick. Clerk Wells, tell me I'm lying. If Chris say come to, Chris Gonzalez and Carmen Carlisle say come to the basement, and that's where the quorum is, where do you see Clerk Wells go? In that basement. Tiffany can hug on her, bring her Fiji water. Clerk Wells do what her job is said to do. She's not on, we don't know if she's for or against anybody because she just sit there. If they say it's not going to be a meeting, who do you see the first one sitting there? Clerk Wells. Being an independent person that we voted for. So I don't understand why we have Clerk Key just, nope, you ain't getting no minutes. Yeah, the agenda went up, but she didn't let us put agenda up. Then we got Tiffany saying they didn't let her in her email. And who's in charge, like we got from Conscious, who's in charge of the website? Why is Ed Steve getting paid by Dalton if he ain't worked there in years? These are questions. These are real questions. Like, we're just asking. It don't mean you're against. Well, don't you have an answer for the questions? Why you don't have? If it's okay, if Dalton Politics on Facebook is where you put the agenda up, Dalton Trustees is where you put up all the election stuff, and then Dalton Trustees YouTube page is when you tell us about what's going on in the village. Why we can't have the meeting minutes there? If Tiffany blocking you, why we just can't have her read, hello, this is Clerk Key coming to y'all. Here's the minutes right here. Why we can't have that? It's just no meeting minutes. She's the key to the foyer. So if Tiffany, I think I did a video about that. Let me see if I got it. I think I did a video about that and Jed. It might be here. It was like both of them, because he said something like, I have to, like, let me tell you, I don't have to agree with you to not absorb what you're saying, to say, And it was one video, let me see if I got that video, where this was early in May, where he was coming to town and he was like, yeah, so I'm gonna have to ask you he said it, where the minutes at? He was like, where are the minutes? Like, it has to be something. So let's do a little flashback, because I gotta wait. I have 47 people watching and only 20 likes. So go ahead and like the video. And I think this is something to talk about. Like, oh, I don't have my Carl Wilson video public. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me do that. Like, I think it's something we need to talk about. Like, so we just not gonna say nothing. No minute meetings. And Trina Downs been hollering this for years. So we got no meeting minutes. We got y'all locked out, then you not locked out. You opening the door in front of our eyes at the meeting. We sitting here like, okay, what is going on? Let's see if I got this. I'm looking, y'all. Hit the like button. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. it's just really interesting that we'll sit up there and say one thing, and I don't even remember what's on this video. Let me see if I have it. I think this was way back. Remember, this is May. Y'all, this was not even years ago. Hey, Brandon. Hello, Chavis. Hello, everybody. Hit the like button. Hit the like button, and let's see. Let me see if I got it. Did I have that? He said something about Clerk Key. I'm trying to find it. And it wasn't negative. It was just like, I got to hold you responsible too, because let's see if I have it. Oh yeah, I got like 6,000 views on this video. I don't know why this isn't on here, but let's go to it. I don't remember what was said on here, but let's go to that video. And the title of the video was Clerk Key Must Honor Her Oath. It doesn't mean, like I said, we could talk about everything, but why we can't really say where's the minute meetings? Why the trustees wants? Oh, Tiffany won't let us do it. Now y'all got control of everything. You got Keith Freeman. Keith Freeman can get the minute meetings up there. Keith Freeman putting stuff on the warrant list. Why is it always Tiffany? And we always say that doesn't make Tiffany righteous. Why is it always Tiffany though? Is it something that you guys just want the public to think that it's this one person stopping everything? Because when Jason take office, if he takes office, I'm gonna need all 4 years. F-O, like Wendy's 4. I'm gonna need all 4 years. Okay, let's get into this. Hit the like button, and thanks you guys. You guys really did. Got 29 likes. Let's go back. And yeah, I gotta do an Amazon unboxing. Y'all really came through. I got like this. Hold on, let me pause this. I got like this calendar y'all got me for the new year. Somebody special. They don't like to be acknowledged, but they got me a calendar. I put it on my refrigerator. I'll do it on Patreon. I'll do a vlog. And I wrote all the dates out for December and my goals. I love y'all. Thank you so much. Chavis, thank you so much. Tell my beautiful Mrs. Greener hello. Okay, let's go to a flashback. This was actually 7 months ago. So this was at the beginning of everything. So we didn't know what was going on. So let's take a listen. Conscious, you might find some in here. You might find some. You and Choose, y'all know y'all be getting it, okay? And that don't make us a gang. That don't make us a team. We not sitting there being investigators. We're thinking for ourselves, okay? Controversy, you come with this. He said it was enough people, and that's why I asked the question. He said it was enough people in Dalton that said, no, we need you, and we're asking you to be here, okay? So there we have it with that. Let me get to the comments and then we'll keep on going. Good morning, John Luna. Oh, and I also want to say good morning, John Luna. Thank you. And thanks to everybody that grabbed the. I forgot trigger warning. Some of these names might shock you. Remember, this was just in April and May, where we didn't know what was going on. Now, if y'all didn't know, let's go to Choose Compassion video right quick. Because it's so funny because we was all riding the bike. We was literally, Stan Brown didn't know what he was saying. We was riding a bike. This is exactly some stuff we always have to go back to the history. Let's go.
Thank you like that. I've came to you shaking your hand, and you said you was a fan of mine and the other people that you talking about. I said you were standing out at the
you introduced
thing,
yourself
and
to
I
me
said
as an LNC recorder.
No. I have a clip. How was Las Vegas? How was Las Vegas?
Man, I ain't get to play no gamble. I ain't get to gamble to make no money. Just had to work.
Critical Smoker, man. Nice to meet you.
Why do I know your name?
LNC. Late night crew.
Shake.
Shay watching. Shay on here right now.
Yeah, you, Burgundy Blue, and Hannibal. That's all I love you guys.
I appreciate it, bro.
Thank you, Choose Compassion, for the receipts. Hey, Potato, thank you for thinking of me. Chavis, everybody, thanks for thinking of me. Now, this was Choose Compassion. I think the funniest thing, what he say? I got the clip. When you say you have the clip and really have the clip, I be done with everybody. Okay, let's go on over to my flashback video. Enjoy. The names will be triggering. Because, they did a whole, I think I got a bigger smear campaign than Tiffany, actually. Just because I'm asking questions. And I don't think it's nothing wrong with asking questions. You should ask, hey, what happened to this? Remember y'all was doing that? Remember I donated for this? What happened? Y'all ask me all the time. Like some people, not everybody, they be like, hey, Berg, what's going on legally? And I'll tell them what's going on. Like, hey, this is what's going on. It's nothing wrong. That's the real transparency. Not slandering people because they're asking, hey, wait a minute now. Kamal ain't pay a water bill in 6 years. Did we recoup that money? Did we get the money back? Okay, Tiffany getting evicted. Well, what happened? Why the case continued until January or December? Can y'all tell us? Because we're invested at this point. We're invested. Okay, so wait, no more Las Vegas? Well, where do we go from here? We're invested. So what's wrong with asking questions? It doesn't mean you're against anybody. What's wrong? Can we ask the question? Hey, what happens from here? The membership over the weekend. Thank you. I'm going to be posting new content in the membership and Patreon this week. Thank you. Let me tell you something. I know this sounds weird, but you being here's enough. You guys don't have to do anything but hit the like button. If you hit the like, let's keep going, y'all. Andrew Holmes invited. Keith Freeman's invited. Staff's invited. Everybody is invited. They choose not to come, and then when the meeting comes about, they say, hey, it's an illegal meeting. And this was so crazy because it doesn't matter who say it's an illegal. You can literally, like, where's that little rainbow? You remember on Saturday morning cartoons, it was like, the more you know, like, the more you know. You could literally Google the what it takes to hold quorum. And if it was an illegal meeting, why are you vetoing anything that was in that meeting? Why are you vetoing it if it was illegal? It was not illegal. So they're invited. They decide not to come. Now, I'm going to tell you what's going to be interesting to see what the police presence is going to look like at this meeting. We saw what the police presence looked like with the people sitting there at the to speak, and the police officers at the podium holding on to the podium while they spoke, where the podium was way in the back of the room and the mayor was way in the front on the edge at an exit door in the room. So that just shows you the type of energy that they're on right now. You know what I mean? It's really sad. It's really sad. And thank you for that, John. Critical thinking. Good morning. John says, I was just thinking maybe the trustees are bringing her in because one trustee called her out, comparing her Tiff to Lightfoot, eating lobster, staying at expensive. Wait a minute, I'm gonna fast forward this. But y'all remember that building everybody was mad about? Let's go to that because I think this is my suggestion. It would be great if like Critical Smoker or Reality Check TV could visit this place. It's the one they were like, oh, this building out of place. And I was like, how's it out of place? And it's a 5-story building and a lingerie hotel on the corner as well. How is this restaurant, a steakhouse for Dalton? How is that out of place why nobody said the hotel that charged by the hour is out of place with a lingerie sign? How is a steakhouse out of place? It's so weird to me. But anyway, they're basically open and they're doing a turkey giveaway. And that's on the 26th. And they're doing hiring right now. So we shall see how this turn out. We shall see. But when they saw Tiffany do the groundbreaking, it was a problem. So they said on the 26th, it's a turkey giveaway. I'll be putting that up on Patreon. Like my little video, then I'll put it up on a membership page. I thought this was interesting. Like, they're opening on the 26th. Let's see if the careers are up yet. They don't have any listings, but it's right there on 150. It's right there, the old animal hospital where the guy wasn't it literally was an animal funeral home. But yeah, the old animal hospital that's right next to the currency exchange. They built this place. It's here. But when I think people thought Kamal was in charge or it was his groundbreaking or Tiffany had something to do with it, it was an issue. Now they thrive and it looked beautiful over there. Now I do worry about the people that's behind the building because, and I think that was the real problem because the people behind there didn't want in and out of traffic. It's sort of like if you guys are in the Southland or just open a casino. I think it was off 294 and Homewood. It's hard to get off of traffic on popular nights. So that's going to happen here too. But what else was going on over there? But nobody said, no, don't build the lingerie hotel with gambling and hourly entry. No, but now we can't have a steakhouse. So I just find that weird. Okay, so let's go back to my video and see. I'm going to fast forward through it because I don't even remember what we were talking about. Let's see what I was talking about. Could Tyrone Muhammad be the reason? Trustee Steve. Clerk Key has an assignment. Let's see. Let's go to that. Let's just fast forward. Let's see if I got that. I don't know. I might just leave the video up.
Oh, he said Tiffany about to be on every poll. Every poll. Yeah, come on, y'all. Are you not?
We're talking about polls and polls. We're talking about election polls or polls, like people trying to say Tiffany was going to be on a poll. Let's see. Let's see what's happening. Make sure you make the best out of this Monday. You know what? I'll do clips because I don't even know. I went to Clerk Key has an assignment. What was going on with Trustee C? Let me see.
So if this can be done.
I'm just a spectator watching, honestly, but I'm confused. Can you do stuff like that? Like, I got this information, I'm gonna let it go. Can I do that? Can I do that? I'm just wondering. Oh, I got in trouble for this one too. Because it was like, I got this information, but we need, what was it, like $3,000 to find out the information. So I was just wondering, I was like, can we do that? Because if I have, let me tell you, if I have information to solve something or that someone will be harmed or anything, I'm gonna just I gotta go to authorities at that point, not snitching, but I got vital information, like someone supplied this to someone that went through this. No, I have to talk about it to the proper authority. Because I remember at one point, let's pause, hit the light, everybody. If you remember this, wasn't it a point where Andrew Holmes allegedly, it wasn't just that one situation, but wasn't a lot of people talking about it was underage people involved as well? So if the Vegas situation is closed, and Andrew Holmes, I'm saying allegedly, just so you know, just saying allegedly. This was the rumors out there. Do anybody remember that? And then he was bringing the underage people to the crime scenes, and it was like 17 other people that were victims. It's not one person. And I know we want to say, well, it's because of what the public would think, but wouldn't one person help that big case that was on the forefront? I'm not an investigator. I'm just asking, wouldn't one person stepping forward or evidence of one person stepping forward help that huge case? No one says anything. It was like 17 people from what I have the videos. It was like someone was like, it's 17 other people that were victims, and underage people are going to crime scenes. What's going on? He's doing all this. So we go back to Choose Compassion, and we're talking about Andrew Holmes. It's a missing mother in Gary. I'm sorry, let me see if I can find this on Choose. If not, I might be wrong. Okay, let's go to this one. So it made the national news. It'd be so many things, and no one's and I want to be clear. I'm not saying you're a liar. I'm sure, because let me tell you, these people go from one camp to another camp and just gonna tell whatever you want to hear. Someone shot up an entire house. Shot up. Tiffany Henry allegedly sent her goons to shoot up a house. What happened with that? What happened? Why y'all literally asked what happened? Like, are they okay? Did things get solved? I'm not saying that you have to. What's happening? Tiffany was not given free and D permits. And now we got a clothing store and a campaign office in one swoop. When did she give? Did Jason? How did can the other people that's having a hard time, can you help them figure out how to get their permits approved? Let's watch this. And I don't know if it'll be in this. We'll have to go to Truth. But Andrew Holmes is on the scene on this case, if you guys didn't know. But this is an important case that's going on. Out here visible, person to person.
Thank you for joining us. I'm Marnie Hughes, and this is Missing. Each week, we cover missing person cases from across the country, no matter their race, background, or circumstances. With your help, our mission is finding answers, reuniting families, and bringing closure. This week's featured case, an urgent search for a pregnant mother. Emma Baum is 25 years old, last seen about a month ago at her boyfriend's house in Gary, Indiana. Her family and friends now going public with the case, desperate to bring Emma home.
She is 1 centimeter dilated on October 4th. She has been missing since October 10th.
I'm sorry. I know y'all can't tell I've been in Dalton too long. Look at the man with the polka dot tie, but also let's pay attention to Emma Baum's story. Now, why the heck is Andrew Holmes? Why is Andrew Holmes out here advocating? And people are still like, okay, they see what's going on. I'm going to take him as an advocate. I'm going to still take him as an advocate. Front and center. Now, y'all can say the feds. Y'all can say whatever. I'm not doubting or disputing that. But is anything, do the other people say, here, this is what's happening. This is what's happening. This is why this is going on. To help their people understand. Here, this is what's happening. This is what's going on. Just to help the people understand. That's all I'm asking. Andrew Holmes sitting right next to this lady. Don't know how she don't know anything about it. Just asking. He should be under a rock if the allegations are true. So every time people are not under a rock, people say, oh, they're narcissists or they have this. Just my hands in the air.
At this point, we have done everything we can, and now we ask the public to please help us.
Police conducting multiple searches, but there has been no sign of Emma. Coming up, the
everything we can, and now we ask the public to please help us.
police Police conducting multiple searches, but there has been no sign of Emma. Coming up, the reason her family believes the boyfriend is somehow involved and where he is now. Also, we're talking to the founder of an independent search team who is working this case. First, though, several other missing cases we are following, starting with the mysterious
I'm so sorry you can't hear. Maybe I'll let me close the other tabs. Maybe that'll work. Can you hear me now? Let me know. Put a 1, let me know. I'm gonna see if this will work this time. I thought it would. I'm listening clear. Okay, let's try again. Sorry, y'all. Sometimes StreamYard. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna play this clip and let me see if you hear it. This is from Choose Compassion channel. Gonna bring it right back to the forefront. I'm gonna stop and then I'm gonna reshare and see. StreamYard don't need to be charging these extra prices and they can't get it right. Let's see. Going to play now. Can y'all let me know? Just put a 1 or a heart if you hear when I play the video.
About either of the women in this story, please contact the police.
Right now, a family in Gary.
So y'all should hear Choose voice now. So hopefully you hear Choose voice. And shout out to this reporter on NBC. What's that? Channel 5? Baby, she gave y'all bedroom Farrah Fawcett. Look at her hair. And that green is her color. Let's go.
Is desperate for answers. Today, they joined search teams in the area of 25th and Connecticut, where Emma Baum was last seen more than 1 month ago. She was pregnant when she disappeared, and her family believes she's had her baby by now.
And when you find her, she's out.
Through tears, Emma Baum's family making a desperate plea today.
We will do anything to keep you safe
to get you back. The 25-year-old mother of 3 was 9 months pregnant with her 4th child when she was last seen, October 10th. Emma, who's believed to have had her baby by now, is around 5'3" and weighs 136 pounds. She has several visible tattoos and often wears colorful hair pieces. Emma's family says she was last seen at this brown house behind me. We're here at 25th and Connecticut in Gary. At the time, they say her boyfriend was living here. Gary police have searched 3 locations so far and conducted 4 interviews, including with the boyfriend, who is in custody on a separate matter.
One individual was picked up on a warrant. He has not been charged.
So far, no charges in this case. Police say in the area Emma was last seen, there's license plate cameras and gun detection technology, but no pod cameras. They, too, hope the public can help. This team of independent searchers volunteering their time today, many of them knowing firsthand what it's like to have a missing loved one.
We're just going to go through a rough area, place that we have not covered yet, and hopefully we'll be able to find something.
This case is bringing to light another missing persons case from the same area just blocks away. 13-year-old Janiyah McMichael was last seen August 11th. She, too, is believed to be pregnant, though police say these 2 cases are not related. Emma missed Halloween with her kids. Her family is praying she's home to spend Thanksgiving with them.
I would like my daughter home. You miss her.
In Gary, Jen Shantz, NBC.
This is such a sad story to hear that Emma Baum, 9 months pregnant, believed to have had her baby by now, as well as Janiyah McMichael, who was believed to be pregnant, are both missing. Again, if anyone at all has any information about either of these disappearances, please contact someone. Silence is violence. And that's all we have for today. We're sending our prayers and we're sending love and light as usual. See you next time.
That is so insane. And we're praying for them. And thank you, Choose Compassion. They did glaze over the 13-year-old. So maybe we, if you want to choose, let's try to collab on that with the 13-year-old. They glazed over that. So let's collab on that and see if we can find somebody. And notice, guys, that nobody asked for no resources. We're just gonna do that. Okay, so I'm going at that point. I just wanted to come back on here because I see people. It's so funny. If I'm lying, I'm flying. Tiffany Henyard, because now it's all of a sudden a hen yard. Tiffany Henyard is making sure everybody, I know she's the mayor, but she's not discriminating. Then you got the group, they discriminating. Oh, wait, you support us, you on the politics, you doing this, you that, you get a turkey. Nobody, y'all, you can get a turkey from Aldi's for $9.99. Don't worry about the turkey and look at the date of the turkey when you get it. And if it's frozen, it'll take you 2 days to thaw it out. And remember the indigenous community while you even thinking about getting a turkey. It's so many things that I just want to say. A turkey is not solving anything. I want y'all to really look at where your elected officials lie. Who is helping your community? Who is scared of your community? Who only parties out? It's one group of people. You won't see them do nothing in Dalton. But baby, I'm going to say this. It's a millionaire out there. And everything they drop, that person throw, they at with bells on and donating. Ask people to come back to your community. Ask people to come back to your community and do for you. You got Miss Hill out here giving coats, giving boots. I want to give kudos to a trustee, Brittany Norwood. I think before she got sucked into what I would call the abyss, Brittany garage sales, giving out coats. She was giving out coats. She was making sure people had water. She was doing a family skate night. I will give Brittany Norwood the most person that really went out for her community more than anybody else. I think that might have been why she was the only one that won that ticket. And I'm so saddened that they're trying to, she has that spirit of giving to the community. I don't know her personally. I just think that she's the youngest and she's more energetic. Her and Tiffany, if you go on Tiffany Henyard Facebook page, you'll see Brittany Norwood holding her baby and caring for her baby and doing all this stuff and them hanging together. Them being young women and young entrepreneur women, Tiffany having her businesses, Brittany having her businesses, they were killing the game. And now to see that it slowed down for what she was doing. Like I heard that Brittany Norwood sent gallons and gallons of water to different communities when they were having issues with no recognition. I heard that. Y'all saw Tiffany Henyard really doing the different stop the violence, this and this. And then all of a sudden it's just like, y'all, I'm going to say this and I'm going to end it here because I love me some y'all. What's that serious in Dalton that the votes can't finish? At the polls can't finish? What will be accomplished other than stalling the process of anything? Oh, we're not going to come to the meeting. Why are you not coming? Oh, we heard Jerry Jones was this and this and this. Now Jerry Jones not there. Who? That means Tiffany got to appoint somebody. Why y'all stalling? Where the budget at? Y'all not asking none of those questions. But when it affects you with the new administration, I do not want to hear. Oh, it's because of the previous. No. Y'all could have came up with a budget. Look, save this right now. Everybody that be taking pictures of everything, save this right now. No. It's not because of the previous administration. Save this right now. Because y'all said y'all was going to fix it. Nothing's being fixed. Here's a hint. When I put out the video, Another One Bites the Dust, a bomb is about to go. That video was so cute. Are you gonna what bomb? Let me know. I always hear that name. Maki told them to stall. Ed Steve hopped on Facebook. Okay. Can I, full transparency, y'all could come for me if you want to. Now, if anybody didn't know, we was dealing with everything for about, like most people. I never try to single myself out. I'm like most people. The pandemic sucked. After the pandemic sucked. And after the pandemic sucked. So I was dealing with whatever. So they were coming for me during May. And May, if you don't know, I would have never sat with Jason House a day in my life if I wasn't going through that, what I was going through. This was not a ploy. It was like, when I said someone help me, I'll call out for the community leaders. Y'all came for me, but y'all ain't coming for no community leaders. And I don't see any community leaders that don't have a lawsuit against somebody pass and potentially have a lawsuit, standing up for nobody. So I'm a Black woman saying, y'all help me right now. I am overwhelmed. My family is being affected. Help me, except for Random News, who's not even a freaking whatever, a politician. Thank you, Random News. Or except from Shay from Late Night Crew, or except for Conscious or Choose or Scott or Tracy. All y'all amazing. Potato, all y'all amazing people. Ain't no, when I said help me, y'all made fun of that. Y'all made fun of a Black woman saying I need help. But then turned around, a Black woman said I need help and I was attacked and erased her from the agenda. Make it make sense. This is a real pause. Make it make sense. Am I lying? If I'm lying, I'm flying. Somebody tell me if I'm flying. Someone tell me. Y'all, I'm going to make this woman penniless. She will have nothing. She will have nothing. I came by myself. I came by myself. I stood at the podium by myself and watched people boo me from my own community and shut down my business. Now, today, this title is The Phone Call Stopped. You know why? We ended up, I said, everybody calling me from these weird numbers. Okay. I called someone to get it. Y'all call me from morning to night, night to morning. It's no reason, and I'm calling a name out, and I know you have nothing but Twitter fingers. You have nothing. It's no reason for nobody to be up there talking about one girl name is Lolita. No, my name is Burgundy Blue on YouTube. You're trying to shame me for my name. I think that everybody needs to be about healing and positivity. But it's one girl named Lolita, and she got flipped. How? Who flipped me, y'all? Flip from what? What have I said? If y'all been in my chat, what have I said from the beginning? Look at both sides. Look at the history. Because this is wild. Y'all, these people big up Tiffany. They ran on her ticket. They promoted her. One thing I do not disagree with the advocate is hold on, pausing, because I might say this wrong. I don't think Tiffany was created because I think it's sad that y'all see Tiffany go on Shark Tank. You see her trying to get properties. She did not handle it the best way. Tiffany's only 40 years old. Only 40. The people that ran Dalton before her left in a pine box. Tiffany is one of the, she's not the youngest, but she's the first Black female super mayor. When she's walking around picking up bottles at the Park District, oh, she planted that. When she's walking around saying, this is it. I've never seen her diss anybody until I think it might be Doomsday. I think her strategy is bigger than the other people's strategies. I think that she's going to be able to pull everything out on Doomsday. It said we've been flipped too. Who flipped? So somebody had somebody with 600,000 subscribers, and they said, you know what? Let me go find Conscious. Conscious got 20 subscribers. Bernie got 100 subscribers. Let's go flip them. Y'all got to pay attention. That's all I be wanting people to do. Vote for themselves. Let me tell you, whatever y'all did a whole expose. You could have saved that entertainment and energy for the real crimes. And that's okay. Do it. Because I'm just asking. Y'all treated Gardis like crap. What did Gardis do? Gardis was a hero. Gardis Watts was the hero of the Southland. We don't have no men standing up for us. They all scared. Gardis was like, no. Gardis is, y'all think I'm a double agent. Gardis is sitting up there saying Tiffany is, he telling me, you, everybody, the supervisor is a problem. Why can't I listen to Gardis and listen to Mary Avant and hear what they both have to say about their experience? Why I can't listen to Sandra Tracy and listen to Stephanie Weiderman? Why I can't see their both experiences? Why it has to be so one-sided? Why? And look, we've been long-winded. They're just mad because you have a mind that can think for yourself, and that scares them. Baby, I have a mind. Let me tell y'all. Picture it. Sicily, 1902. Golden Girls. So, hold on. I got to do the picture it because a lot of people don't. They be like, "What are you talking about?" Hold on, hold on, hold on. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. Because y'all don't understand when I say I'm confusion. You understand I'm Groot. You don't hear picture me, and I love you guys. Let's watch this.
Chores in Sicily? Are you kidding? They invented chores in Sicily. Crossing the street without getting pregnant was a chore in Sicily.
Crossing the street without getting pregnant. Sophia is my girl.
Rose never mentioned Sicily.
Picture it. Sicily, 1922. A young military officer.
Should I picture it? Sicily, 1922. It cracks me up every time I see Sophia. So this is the thing. All this is happening. The only thing I ask for my audience and the people that hate me. What got solved? Picture it. Sicily, 1922. What has gotten solved in the last 7 months? Other than calling residents out their name, treating residents badly, snapping on residents, what has been solved? We're really saying, picture it, Sicily. What has been? Hey, what has been solved? Just one. Did we even hang up Kiana Belcher picture? I would have walked in with the dang old nail and the hammer and hung her picture up. Has that even been solved? Tiffany allegedly saw Kiana Belcher photo on the floor and started kicking it around. Do y'all now believe that? Just asking. I want y'all to revisit all these stories and just ask, what is going on? Let's go to Tommy G. Let's go to Tommy G. Nobody's saying what Tommy G had. Well, first let's go Spencer, then go Tommy G. Nobody's saying what Tommy G was saying was wrong. Because we watched the ride up on Tommy G. We watched that. And that's when you go to the how did y'all feel about that? How they treated Tommy G? But I think the problem might have been, no, the problem wasn't anybody, nothing did. What Tommy G did was he went to a community that was one-sided. What Lacey did was not describable. It was horrible. But he went to a community that was one-sided. I think if he come back and I don't think he should have. I think a lot of people, let me be real. Hey, timestamp this. Choose conscious Dawn, timestamp this. Potato. This is the thing. A lot of people are waiting around for Tommy G to come back to be a part of his episode. And I think Tommy G should give a Tiffany Henyard only, Dalton Police only episode. Now that we know and we heard directly from the grapevine that these stories were told to YouTubers, and they were like, hey, the news not paying attention to us, go to the YouTubers. I think Tiffany needs her own episode. And the thing about Tiffany, if she's not right, she's so out there and speaks directly, she'll fall on her face any way it go. You see what I'm saying? So let her do her own episode. And it was so weird to me to see when people was like, who's the YouTuber she's talking about? Everybody was so excited. Who she's going to give her interview to? I think it should be Tommy G or Spencer Cornelia outright. Other than that, Lancet Journal or Critical Smoker or Reality Check TV, because the thing about Reality Check TV and Critical Smoker, they only video. They don't really do commentary. They do like a little talking, but they don't do commentary. And Lancet Journal was there from the beginning. They may have their opinions, but one thing about Melanie from the Lancet Journal, she'll at least let the message get across without worrying about if she's going to lose points. She don't care whether you watch or don't watch, okay? Because she's going to make her bag anyway. And I don't mean that in disrespect. She does the old school newspaper. She does the vlog. Melanie does more than anybody. And then she has to do the YouTube. So she does 3, 4, 5 different ways, outlets of her journal. So if Tiffany want to speak, I think she'll let her speak. And that's it. So he said time step, so it happened. I'm just saying. I'm saying like, whew. So let's go to, so now that, how do y'all feel knowing that it's out the bag, that it was planted? I mean, it's timestamped, so it happened. It's planted that they was like, hey, y'all, let's go to these YouTubers. And we went to this YouTuber, this YouTuber, this YouTuber. How do y'all feel? Knowing that all the stuff you were, the way you were feeling all these months and watching, because I was watching Pink Book Lessons like Tiffany. No. Tiffany. Or I was watching Hannibal like Tiffany. No. But they were getting one-sided information. How do y'all feel knowing they said, this is the plan, this how it started? And then all of a sudden, the little YouTubers were flipped. Well, why the big YouTubers? Except for Anton Daniels. They had Anton, and Anton said, you know what Anton Daniels said? He said what Selena said. No me queda más. He said, no más, no more. Anti said, nah, y'all ain't right. Y'all ain't right. They will not even mention his name nowhere. Let's go.
I think it would be a good use of money.
We need 2 ice skating rinks. You know how many little kids running around here with nothing to do?
Like many of her decisions, news reports followed, and many within the community felt like using
it did work. And if y'all didn't know, we picking up on Spencer Cornelia. He's the first YouTuber that came to Dalton. The first that came to Dalton. And the thing about Spencer that I liked, he walked the streets of Dalton. If you watch his video, he really walked the streets of Dalton. He didn't come because he was called here by elected officials, or he didn't come because he was called here, that we saw, that he was called here by friends in a group. Spencer came and said, what the hell going on with the most corrupt mayor in America? And that's why I got the respect I do. Let's watch.
are getting harassed, is what it sounds like left and right.
Residents, business owners, anybody that is doing something other than what she say. I've been raided 11 times without a search warrant and locked up twice.
She participates. She comes out. She does things that mayors didn't do before. We never had that. So when she participates and she does that for the community, it's for all of us.
Around here, man, there really ain't too much going on. We need the ice skating rink. It's 1,000 babies around here with nothing to do.
So you feel like the ice skating rink would keep them out of crime?
Not just an ice skating rink, they like basketball, everything. So a YMCA, anything recreational that's positive, as opposed to them sitting at home playing Grand Theft Auto all day and with nothing else to do to channel their little energy, you know, is a plus, I think.
Talking with this resident made me understand why the mayor would want to consider.
Now, when they say Tiffany come out and participate, can I say this? When y'all see Tiffany come out and participate, all y'all see is a million thumbnails and things making fun of how she speak, how she walk, what she wore, what kind of people are in line for food. That's all you see. And I understand because it's content and it's making money. Let me tell you, your girl would make a lot more money if I was down that train. But y'all never see the other people come out and support anything. You see them posting their awards. So this man is saying he's a resident that Spencer ran into. They come out, she comes out and she participates. I want one event where it's just this one person, group, or whatever. other attached, like you might see a toy drive, but it's going to be Dalton Public Library and this group. Or it's going to be Dalton Sausage Company and this group. See them stand alone. They have taken away Tiffany, all of her supporters, all of her people, the vendors. Nobody's around. And she's still like, they took away bingo. Guess what happened? They still had bingo. Let's talk about it. Let's really talk about it.
Consider spending money on something like an ice skating rink.
Do you feel like this community needs an ice skating rink, or it would be a good use of money?
We need 2 ice skating rinks. You know how many little kids running around here with nothing to do?
Like many of her decisions, news reports followed, and many within the community felt like using funds on an ice skating rink was not appropriate.
We're about to introduce to you Jack.
I am not trying to be, maybe I didn't see this. Other than Mama Hill grandson in the Easter basket that we had to do a public display on, because you know the baby was traumatized on Easter, but we had to wait for the next board meeting to bring him an Easter basket. But okay, other than that, do y'all see where it's like it's the kids, we here, we're there? Do y'all see anything? Am I missing it? Or do you see Tiffany out there, everybody getting the food boxes, this, and then y'all want to say the money came from the township? Y'all got a whole warrant list on Conscious Channel and nobody will look into it. Look into the warrant list. Ask for the warrant list. When you walk in there, ask them to give you the warrant list.
That's ice rink.
Last fall, under Henyard's direction, but without board approval, the village of Dolton hired Minnesota-based Quick Rink Synthetic Ice to build an artificial ice rink for $115,000, which included a $10,000 down payment.
Hey y'all! It's your mayor, Tiffany A. Henyard, the people's mayor. We here in the village of Dalton and we about to get our skate on. Remember, when all 5 of them trustees said no, look what God did.
But after the board found out and refused to pay the bill, Quick Rink was left with an ice rink collecting dust in a Minnesota warehouse pending payment. The village then hired another company at her direction to supply the materials for a second rink ahead of a grand opening. Chicago gets cold enough where you can spray some water on the ground during the winter months and create an ice skating rink for free and save the $115,000, but it does seem to serve the community, so I'm conflicted on viewing this purchase as being reckless. While her decision to add an ice skating rink may be justified, this next clip is easily my favorite part of the story and something that many found unacceptable.
Nobody knows something. Don't nobody know nothing.
Here she is starting a Dalton Village board meeting dressed like the Wesley Snipes character in the movie New Jack City.
Since some of you probably haven't seen the movie, let me give you a quick synopsis of the movie so you can see how hilarious this is. Drug tycoon Nino Brown and his minions have rapidly risen to the top of the New York City narcotics trade. Under Nino's heartless leadership, the drug operation has grown into a multi-million-dollar empire. 2 police officers who know their way around the streets of Harlem aim to bring Nino and his cohorts down. To do so, though, they'll have to play by Nino's rules and go undercover. Knowing that, how hilarious is it that she dressed like a drug kingpin for a town hall meeting?
Was she dressed up like Nino Brown?
I did, yeah, in court.
Oh no, this wasn't in court. This was at the board meeting. This when me and her had got into it. She said everybody in town is gonna pay her to do business, and her word was that I have my money.
Later, punctuating her political points with the help of her own DJ.
Every single resident. Pay me what you owe me.
I'm sure Tiffany could say she meant just paying your fair share of taxes, but based on everything I've been reading in my interaction with local business owners, I get the sense that what she really means is hand over some money so my police force stays off your property.
Her words was all of the business owners are gonna have to pitch in and help her bring the town back. That was at the beginning. Nobody even knew how.
I'm not saying Mr. Larry lying. I swear I'm not. But why we don't address why is slot machines up in here? Why is it, Mr. Larry? You're gonna have to pay some slot machines up in here.
Villagers make their money. They make money per machine with the receipts. That part. Y'all weren't ready for that, was you? Nope. Y'all thought I didn't have no receipts. I always keep receipts. People can say whatever they want, but I keep them receipts though on ice. So here go the gaming. Now look at this, guys. I don't know if you know how gaming work or how villages make their money. They make money per machine. If you don't know about that, it's another tax that most municipalities and cities do. And you have to be registered so that county, state, people get their money, right? Illegal game machines. Did you see how many yet? Did you see that? News, what yet? No, news, no. Y'all didn't report that. But again, these are the things that I deal with as a mayor in Dalton. As you can see, you just saw truth versus fiction. And I think truth has spoke. With the receipts. But this.
Now, if somebody, I'm going to be honest, if somebody 18-year-old daughter was caught back there in the back boom boom room, or if somebody lost a gang of money on the slot machines, who would they have blamed? The mayor. Like, why is I don't know. If y'all know anything about slots, I only seen them at casinos and maybe like pubs. But this is an underground candy store and truck shop. I've never seen a truck stop and a candy store have Buffalo Wild. What's that thing? I keep on saying Buffalo Wild, but Buffalo Gold or whatever those slot machines my auntie and them play. I never seen a what's it called? Is if somebody would have got hurt here, who would have been to blame? They got liquor, they got gaming, and it's not a club. It don't mean Tiffany righteous. But you're not righteous either. This is a whole and she warned you in 2022, I think it was, and they came right back. Look, I know my TTs play Buffalo Gold. They play these slots. Oh, real? How you got gaming with liquor in a candy store? She right. This is not a club. Y'all could pass by it tomorrow. It's not a club. So sorry, Mr. Larry, not trying to say. And then you saying the FBI came to you? So if the FBI came to Mr. Larry, how did he explain the taxes on this?
She was.
So she's enriching herself off the side, outside of her position of authority.
Oh, absolutely.
Quickly hustled out of the room by armed security. And on Facebook, in videos posted by Henyard herself, we see her being driven around and surrounded by Dalton officers, which got us to wondering, why all the cops?
When you're Nino Brown, of course you need security to protect you and get you around town. This lady is the tax assessor and recently had the keys to her office changed. She believes it's because she's been critical of Tiffany's spending.
If you're a plant and you come to get information, then they'll start sending the inspectors and the police down, and they'll harass them every day. So everybody is scared to talk.
And now I will be known as the people's mayor.
She'd also like to be known by something else. She accepts the Community Service Award, saying, I am Martin Luther King, I am Rosa Parks, and I am...
Had to pause this because is this Tiffany Henyard getting an award? Even when people did at the same college she bounced a check at? Is this Tiffany Henyard getting an award at the same college everybody wants to say she bounced a check at? I'm just asking. Who, how, what? Yeah. Asking.
I am Harriet Tubman.
Now, the sponsor of that show and the Park District are calling it an act of revenge by the mayor in Dalton, Tiffany Henyard.
Revenge seems like a common word throughout the community. There seems to be a divide between those who are part of her payroll and the business owners she's become enemies with.
Saying that the show would be shut down, but if I move my event to her location on Greenwood, that I will be fine.
Did you take that as a threat?
Yes.
He said he's been using the same.
And you know what's so weird? Shay from Late Night Crew did a video. We'll have to do this another day because I have to find a video. Shay did a whole video on this whole car situation in the Park District. The whole thing was when Riley was, this is my opinion, and this is what you can look up yourself. When Riley was in office, some people had perks. When Riley left office, the perks left with him, and it was a problem. And that's it.
Location for 8 years, but Tiffany demanded he change locations to her event. My interpretation is that she's on a little bit of a power trip. Man convicted of obtaining money by threat from strip club in Chicago suburb. I want you to look for the similarities in this case in Tiffany Henyard's actions. Kellogg and Corey Johnson of Dolton, Illinois are cousins whose relatives served in high-ranking.
I don't know Mayor Kellogg, never met Mayor Kellogg. But I know one thing, y'all let Mayor Kellogg run through rampant. What was it, 20 years he was acting up? And nobody said nothing.
Positions in Harvey government from 2003 to 2018, they conspired to regularly demand and collect payments from a Harvey strip club based on threats that the city of Harvey would potentially interfere with the club's operations if the payments were not made. In exchange for the payments, the business was allowed to continue to operate even though they knew the acts of pay to play were occurring on site. This little scheme was generating $3,000 every other week for these two. Ironically, this situation is a triple entendre as every party was eventually screwed. Former City of Chicago alderman convicted on federal racketeering, bribery, and extortion charges. Around the same time as the pay-to-play scandal, this news story broke of corruption in a high-ranking position within Chicago's government. What's going on in Chicago, guys? She posted this on her Facebook account the other day about a $1 million giveaway. I think the people of Dolton would rather just have that money go to the police department to reduce crime.
I'll probably get in trouble for saying this, but everybody that is not black that come to Dalton, they feel like they gotta wear a hoodie. Just research it for yourself. Everybody that's not black that come to Dalton, they feel like they gotta wear a black hoodie for some reason. Like, what are you doing? Is that gonna make you blend in? We see you.
She wasn't at the other office, so I thought maybe she's at the Thornton Township where she's a supervisor. We pulled up here. She's got her sign right here. There's a car parked here. For her safety, I'm not going to show the car, but it's definitely something that starts at $100,000. So we think she might be in here. We're going to head inside. Good afternoon. Hello there. We are from out of town. We're coming in to see if we would get a quick chat with Tiffany. We're doing a kind of a documentary on the area. There's been a lot of news stories about her. We're trying to possibly get the fair side, the other side.
Not gonna happen, bro.
We think it'd be really good for her.
Not gonna happen.
She not here today?
No comments allowed in the building.
That's fine. You got any opinion on it? No. Stonewall. We came out here to the city of Dolton and Thornton Township. We tried to get her side of the story, but right now I'm believing the business owners who feel like there is a lot of corruption. So I was hoping to get both sides, but it seems like there's only one side to tell right now until we get her on camera. Thank you so much for watching.
Sir, can you explain to us a little bit?
I wanna.
Now let's go to Tommy G view. Now, before I end up with Spencer Cornelia, shout out to him. I think he should come back. I think he should come back. I think he was very, very early in the game. And what I really love about Spencer is that just like Critical, he hit the streets. He hit the street. He don't care. He's going to ask the group. He's going to ask the clique. And then he's going to ask the regular people. So let's go to Tommy G. Now, I heard, and I think I heard it broadcast. We'll go to that. Where Stephanie Wiederman said that she was the one calling for Tommy G and Long Island Audit and all these people. Let's go.
Yeah, step over there on public property.
The goons had come out.
And let me tell you, Lacey did not do well in none of this. Let's go. But let's just look at this. Let's look at this differently from, where we be look. See, time. What I told y'all, if anybody follow me, what I say, time is going to tell. And I also say, it's two things I say. Time is going to tell. And you know what? I think actually it's going to be a different head off. You think it's Tiffany and Jason? I think differently. I think that group is building Kiana Belcher. I heard off the grapevine, people are saying Tiffany Henyard was created. Tiffany Henyard was created, but I think they're creating Kiana Belcher now. That absentee, but what she say when they were like, yes, I, and then she went present, same dress, same everything. I'm sorry. I think she's being created by one person for sure. Because Tiffany's successful, no matter how we look at it, she's successful. Let's go to it.
Tommy G, they call me. Milwaukee representative. Hello, folks. I'm Tommy G. Today we're looking into the most corrupt mayor in America, allegedly. The mayor. Is she a hero or a villain? No.
Shit. And this is what's so funny. I'm looking at Choose Compassion. If y'all not from here, you don't know. It's so funny. Me and Choose Compassion didn't know each other in high school, but went to the same high school, but knew each other. But I give full transparency. I'm going through what I was going through. I was in and out of high school. Choose Compassion. Both of us knew Lacey was our truant officer. You got on that pace bus and went to the city. Lacey was on your ass. You know, that's what we know. So when you hear people say, oh, well, because I'm at the podium, I don't know them. Baby, you didn't even go to school out here. You didn't even go to school out here. So it's a whole different story. You were on the border where they were going to ship you to Thornton Township. We really was in Dalton, had to live in Dalton, had to eat in Dalton, had to go in school in Dalton. And then I would like proof to know if you're in Dalton now. All right, let's continue. This lady here, because we talk fashion, I love that color for her.
We're in the town with potentially one of the most corrupt mayors in America. We're still looking, but this is just for videotaping. Look how many police they brought out here. Are you going to get in your vehicle? I'll get in mine, you get in yours? One day while scrolling through TikTok, I was assaulted by a barrage of videos covering Dolton, Illinois Mayor Tiffany Henyard. She refers to herself as the super mayor as well as the most powerful woman in Chicago's South Side. But does she use her power for good? People on the internet and in her own community have been calling her the most corrupt mayor in America. And here are some of the things she's been accused of. Stripping business licenses away from people that don't contribute to her charity, pay-for-play kickbacks and bribes, taking lavish first-class trips on the taxpayer dime, making the city pay for her own personal ice skating rink, using the taxpayer money as a marketing budget for self-promotion for things like 122 billboards with her face on it, and using tens of thousands.
Okay, let's talk about it now that we looked at it. Do y'all think Tiffany Henyard sent in the billboard proofs, or do you think she hired someone to send in the billboard proofs and then it was misspelled? Do you also think that, like when they said the ice skating rink for her own personal gain, if y'all didn't know, the ice skating rink to this day is open every day. I did a video on that. Let's see if I have it. I'm trying not to do too much because we've been long-winded. Let's see. Let me go and see if I can pull it up real quick. When they when they be in the group, oh, they didn't shovel the snow. Yes, they did. Stop making us look like this administration not doing nothing at all, like even after you say something. So let's see if I have the video. I might be wrong. They're skating on that I had it. They're skating on that ice skating rink every day. They're balling at the basketball court every day. Let's go to this video I did shortly, and I'll probably go get out of here because I got stuff to do tonight. Because y'all know I want to be popular. I want to see Wicked today, but I got to wait another day because I'm going to take my family. But I got stuff to do for myself in the clothing. Oh, I'll post some clothes, you guys, too. I know a lot of y'all been asking. Let's look at how people do things when regarding to Tiffany. Hey guys, hope all is well with you and yours. Welcome back to Burgundy Blue Commentary. So this comment was made in the Dalton Politics group, and it's kind of disturbing. You see the next comment being to find this person, license plate license plates just because they were skating at the ice skating rink. So I think it's, wait, this is so long ago. I hope this is not the same man being and I know all y'all in here just to start drama, but is this the same process server? Because this is just a resident that want to skate in the ice skating rink that's open to the public. And it said, if you see that person again, get their license plate and I'll see what I could do. I didn't know that until recently. Now that I'm looking at it, because this video was months ago, but let's go. You see the next comment being to find this person license plates just because they were skating at the ice skating rink. So I think it's only fair to give you both sides of the story. People are saying the ice skating rink is not open to the public. June 22nd was the ribbon cutting. I don't know if it was more than one ribbon cutting, but the only one I found was June 22nd. I did find Love on Ice, an event with coffee with the mayor, things of that nature. But this is the only official ribbon cutting I've found. So I did decide to go out, as always, like I went to the rally for Thornton Township, and here's what I found.
I'm not live, but I'm posted. Do y'all want to say anything about the skate winner? Yes, we want to say that. Come out, enjoy the good times. Skating ring is open 7 days a week from 9 to 9 in summertime. 9 to 9? At your own risk. Bring your own skates. Skate rental is only during these special events. But the skating ring is open to all the public 7 days a week from 9 to 9. Come on out and have a good time. Thank you so much. Big things in Dolton. Thank you. Big things in Dolton. Shout out to you. Wonderful time. Congratulations. It looked really nice. How much are the skates to ring? Did y'all price it yet? It's free. Free? You need an ID. If you're a adult resident. And you're free to the public, baby. Oh. Free to the public. You didn't understand. It's for everybody. Monday through Friday, 9 to 9. Nice. Thank you. Thank you. Congratulations. They're doing great things in Dalton.
So there you have it, open to the public from 9 to 9. Now, I'll find out about the rental because I'm going to be 100% honest. Y'all, you know the Village of Dalton website sucks. So just like Thornton Township website, it sucks. I'm going to always tell you both sides. So this comment says, that's a lie. The video was made on the 3rd. Grand opening a month ago. Drove past it yesterday around 6 p.m. and it was closed along with the basketball courts. Well, luckily, this is my regular route home anyway, so I always drive by that. Y'all, that was such a, I was literally, when they posted this, I was like, this is not true. It was nowhere near true, but it was just posted. Let's go. Area, and I do a lot of ride-alongs. So this was me yesterday evening driving by, and that was July 17th. Let's take a look. Surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise. Next slide. Okay, so this is me driving around doing a ride-along. I actually got a historical ride-along. Make sure you follow Discovery with Burgundy Blue. That's where the ride-alongs will happen. So this video is a little weird because I wanted to make sure I didn't catch some people that I didn't get to talk to. Like, I love going to the basketball court and telling them to make a dunk, do a flu game, you know, all that stuff, whatever the young people do. I'm like, are you doing flu game? They're like, ma'am, get out. So this is me just driving down. And I did learn on my history ride-alongs that Shaw put these trees up, actually. Not Tiffany. I thought Tiffany put the trees there. Shaw did. But because most of it was field over there, I really never noticed. So shout out to Mayor Shaw. So the restaurant here, I don't know who's going to put a restaurant there. I think it should be a rental space. Scott had a brilliant idea. And look at the skating rink. It's people there skating. It was people walking across the street with their skates from wherever they were coming from. They were out there skating. And I think that was ESDA or either Park District. I don't know who security or was police, but I think it's emergency services that's out there watching them. I would say ESDA. Now, I can't tell you how much the bill, maybe it's a regular person that already had a paycheck from the village. I can't get into that. My question is, what do you want us to do? The skating rink is here as a village. The skating rink is here. It's utilized. If you've been to a skate park, if you're a skater, you know you skate at your own risk anyway. So the skate park is there, the basketball courts is there. Why is no one asking the other people, what are we going to do? What's going to be for the youth? What's going to happen? We're here in this position. How long is it going to take you to lower taxes? All those questions. That's it. But let's go. I want to read what Dawn Vision said. Fake winning on the internet with YouTube propaganda is not the same as winning outside in the streets or at the polls. And I'm not saying that the YouTube propaganda may not take people from, but Tiffany gonna be okay. Let me tell you something. If y'all think that these people that really cover Tiffany in real life day to day, that they not thinking, please let her, baby Jesus, let her win. Because what you gonna do? The other people are not gonna want y'all following Jason House. You're gonna be the enemy immediately. So, do y'all remember somebody named Cara Wilson? Anybody remember Cara Wilson? So shout out to Chavis for bringing it up. We always put it up in our chat. Thanks to Chavis for saying, you know, donate to Miss Cara Wilson and her GoFundMe. If you didn't know what her GoFundMe is, it's to help other women. No, I'm sorry. I'm saying women, being discriminating when I do that. It's to help other people who have lost loved ones in the fight. Cara started her Christmas hold on, let me stop sharing this. Let me go to here. She started her assembly line and she shared it with me the other day. And I thought it was really cool because I was like, oh man, like she really doing a thing. And so she started her Christmas assembly. Let me see if I can get it up here. I asked her if I could share it with y'all. She started, so this is for people that lost family, things like that. I can't get it up here, y'all. I'm sorry. Let me see if I can save it to photos, and let me see if I can save it to my files and see if I can bring it up to y'all. She started her assembly line. So when she go around, because if y'all didn't know, when someone passed, you got to deal with it during their birthday, during the holidays, during the anniversary when they're passed. And just imagine losing a child to any kind of violence. And what I like about Cara Wilson is she's not taking anybody's side. She's like, hey, I want the word out about my baby, Alexis Wilson. I want y'all to spread the word. And it's not anybody that got to be on a side or agenda. Just spread the word about my baby. And y'all, I can't get the photo. I was trying to get the photo up. I can't get it up. But if you can, exactly what Chavis said, donate to Miss Cara GoFundMe. It's in the chat. And that's what we love about her. She's just like straight up, like, I'm not trying to be on teams and this and that. Now, I just find it funny. Now, this go back to how we talk over here on Burgundy Blue. Everything that happened was Tiffany's fault, not the PR person fault. When it comes, not the chief of police fault, not the two officers still getting paid fault. None. It's just Tiffany's fault. Is this thing on? Is this thing recording? Tiffany's the reason. She could have said what she said. And Cara standing up for what she believe in. But it's about 8 other people we got to get to as well. And nobody say nothing. Nobody say nothing. It's so weird to me. It's just, oh, it's Tiffany. Tiffany did that. But everybody's still working even when a trigger was pulled multiple times. So if you support Cara Wilson, go to her GoFundMe. Let me pull that up because I can't pull the picture, but she started her assembly line, and despite her grief, what she's doing right now is she's helping other people. So guess what? You can give those resources directly to Cara Wilson. if you really are in the situation where you like, I want to help and I feel this woman pain, you can give it directly to her. Let me pull up the GoFundMe. You don't have to go through a third party. You can go right here and say, you know what, Cara Wilson, I support you directly. And what she do, she gets these packets, and it's called the Support Lexi Legacy of Love. And y'all, she really puts so much in and delivers it to these people that have lost loved ones to gun violence, police brutality, things of that nature. And she makes sure they get something on Christmas. I don't celebrate Christmas, but I really appreciate what she's doing for the holiday, just the holiday season. If you don't support, she's supporting your baby. She's not supporting a holiday. Just, it's a lot when you lose a loved one and everybody's going about their life during the holiday and opening presents, and you're just sitting there missing your loved one. This is where Cara Wilson come in, and you can do it directly to her. She had a $3,000 goal and didn't make it. In the village of Dalton, people walking around with her daughter's buttons on their chest. How Cara Wilson didn't make a $3,000 goal? How? How did Cara Wilson, daughter slain on video, how did she not make a $3,000 goal? How is she not getting a plaque? How is she not? I mean, she got a plaque, but it wasn't from everybody. But how is she not on the forefront? How we not selling $10, $15, $25 dinners for Cara Wilson? Open your eyes, people. Open your eyes. That's all I want to say. Open your eyes. All right, y'all, I'm out of here because we were long-winded. It was 3 hours. I'm about to eat a sandwich and go to sleep. Well, I can't because I got to work, but before I play Critical Smoker, you know what happened if you just stay on one side and you don't support the other side?
You can see, the more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out. And also, if you stay down here and you never fuck around, you'll never find out.
So all I'm saying to you is like, come on, guys, we got to do better. We have to do better. And all I can tell you is that I am a fighter, and y'all know that. So when you come for me, be prepared for the fight. Because at the end of the day, they talked about Jesus Christ. So why don't I think y'all are not going to do me the same way?
So we're sitting up here, Cara Wilson, the Cara Wilson. Everybody want to use her name everywhere. But the last donation she got was 3 months ago. Okay.
Ain't nobody going to approve that.
Okay, let's go. Let's be real, y'all. I appreciate you, and if anybody want to sue me,
I got some clothes. I got some jewelry. The rest I got tied up in investments. I ain't got nothing else.
Wait in line. Bye, y'all, and I appreciate all your support.
Commentary blue, commentary burgundy, commentary, comment blue, commentary, comment burgundy blue, commentary.